Alright, hello everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Mukluk Streams. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Mukluk. Today, we are back for Guild Wars Tuesday. That's right. We are back in Guild Wars 2, going to do the daily routine, make some money to give to you guys later, and going to be working on a video today. We are working on a video project today. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I actually just got a DM I need to respond to. Let's see. I wish this guy had messaged me like a minute ago. Okay, message sent. Done and done. All right, back to focusing on this. So, for those who haven't been here the last few days that didn't hear me chatting about it, I am working on a collaboration with the Blish HUD team. As many of you already know, I have got a guide video on how to set up Blish for those that like it. And for those that don't know, Blish is this lovely overlay. It allows you to do things like have your mounts on a wheel, or have the event timers in the game pull up like that, stuff like that. Within the Blish HUD program, there is a repo. Think of it like a library with like 50 different add-ons in here, and you can turn them on or off as you wish. Once you're in here, maybe you might have some questions, and there's no one to ask those questions. There is, for example, right here is called Pathing. Pathing is the most downloaded module for Blish HUD. We are going to make a guide for pathing today. And then going down from their most downloaded downwards, we're going to make a little video for each one of them.
Happy GW2uesday muck and chat.
Thank you, Volandis. You as well. Appreciate that. Welcome. Also, I nuke you, who subbed a few minutes ago during the intro. Thank you as well. For all 50 mods? Possibly. I made a guide for all 25 raid bosses and for every legendary in the game. I'll work my way down. So here's the thing. With the mods, I would my end goal is to have like a video that's just a couple of minutes long for each one. It answers all the frequently asked questions.
It's the tree of birds. How are you today?
It answers all the frequently asked questions, and it teaches, you know, basically someone could be scrolling through here and be like, I have no idea what this does. And then there'll be a button that says like, you know, video or something, and they click it and it shows what it does, like be like, here's what this does if you want it, and here's how to set it up, and here's FAQ. That like that. Pathing has more downloads than Under the Sea. Yes, apparently. I was sent a link. Let me see if I can find it here. Just a moment. That's not it. Hold on, I'm scrolling through the Blish HUD Discord right now. Here we go. All right. So this is the most popular modules based on number of downloads. So pathing is the top one, then event table, then mounts and more, and it goes, you know, it goes down from there. That's it. So yeah, to the person who said Under the Sea, that's not even in the top 10. It's Guild Wars Tuesday? Yes, it is. Exactly. All right, Guild Hall number 3. Hey Mug, are you also doing the 5x Guild Hall thing on EU servers, so it'd be possible to join your synthesis output 0 to 3 guilds? Valve, when I play on EU or when I play on NA, it's the same account. I can swap between servers. So I do farm 4 guild halls a day, but it doesn't matter if I'm on NA or EU. It's the same guild halls. What's Under the Sea? I believe it's a just fun module in Blish HUD that will play the song Under the Sea when you're underwater. It's just a silly thing. Timberwolf, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome. I could join an NA guild while on EU. Yes, you simply won't see the other members. For example, this is my EU guild. I don't see other players that are on... When I'm on NA and I come in here, I don't see the EU players, but we can chat with each other and we can both farm it. The song gets louder as you go deeper in the water. Oh, I didn't know that. That's funny. The most useful Blish plugin. Honestly, the one I think that I use daily that does, like, the most minor stuff is the Regions of Tyria one. And I always get questions about it. Yeah, I'm a little intimidated by the pathing one, because the pathing one has a lot of things to mess around with. Whereas, like, Regions of Tyria is just an on or off switch, and that's it. So that one would be friggin' simple to do. Okay, that is all the guild halls done. I apparently cannot summon a doorway on this map. Alright. Just pop here, I guess. Which add-on is it? The location you TPing to is shown in the middle of the screen. That's Regions of Tyria. That is Regions of Tyria. This text right here, it's just a for fun thing. It offers no other benefit, just the fun loading screen thing. All right, home instance, or I should say homestead. Regions of Tyria is just fancy words and text. That is correct. It doesn't change anything else about the gameplay. And lastly, the mining box. Now this one's a bit temperamental. Let me check the mine to see if it got everything. Nope, it didn't. Started using pathing over the weekend as map makes mapcom so much easier. Yup. Agreed. Okay. That is it for that. And then going to let's grab a crowbar. Or that. Okay. Mug, does the gathering box also gather from the gardening plots? Yes. Supposedly, some people on the Reddit have said there's a bug with that. So when you use the gathering box, it will harvest all of these plants and also the ones over there. You notice those say growing crops, they were carrots. However, apparently when it harvests all of it, if you have like a glyph of volatility in the box, it's not actually giving you the appropriate number of volatile magic for all the crops. It's like 100 short per day. Now I still prefer the, you know, speed of this, but that is apparently an issue that I have seen people reporting, though I haven't checked the math myself. Muck, may I pin that, please? Sure. Yes. Hopefully a fix that is due today. We will see. We will see. I've never not had my mining box collect anything about all the nodes. I'm curious if you've a difference because of EU, NAEU maybe. I'm not sure, because like I'm on EU basically one day a week, and I'm on NA on the others, and I do this every day, and it almost always misses a couple nodes. There was one day it missed like 80% of the nodes. Like I hit collect all, and it hardly collected anything, and then I had to gather everything manually, and I reported it to ANET with a bug report. I've checked the math, and it's 50 to 100 short for Vault of Magicka Storm manually. Oh, okay. By the way, this place where I'm at right now, I have a guide on this that went public this morning. This is both a jumping puzzle and a decent alt park location. And rewind, and open all these, and we got a bunch of Mursat runestones. Okay. And boop. Officially, soon will make sense to learn Japanese katakana. I'm not reading that out loud, Clarius, but I see your message. All right. How's it going this morning? It's going good, Master Lee. Welcome. Alright, that one's done. Although, Jackals, I am curious. The message on the YouTube side. Why didn't you just put it in the chat and then ask me to pin it? I'm just confused. Cause like you put it you messaged it to another person, then had them put it in the chat, then asked me to pin it. Why didn't you just put it in the chat then ask me to pin it? Because I can't. Only mods can link. You can't type a message in YouTube chat that has a link in the message? Why do you think I keep asking you to mod me there? Because you're just a psycho. I don't know. I can't. I'm not even going to try to get into your head. Well, now I know. Let me help you. You made me late yesterday. Shoot, you made me hit the wrong button on this chest. Okay. Almost done. Excuse my civils. Morning, Mug. Good morning, Sethra. Hello. YouTube chat is a police state. A police state. Oh my god.
You must prove your strength to Ox by becoming the Ox. I can transform you.
Jackals is the most sane person in this chat. What is Mug talking about? What? Jackals is the reason for half of the stuff on the banned word list. Oh, hi, Bjorn. Alright, it's the last box for this character. Besides Bram, who's your least favorite character in terms of personality, storytelling, etc.? I'm not sure. In the books that I read, Erstegalken was alright. Like, her character had depth and stuff, and it, like, I understood, like, her motivations and things like that. In the game, I think Erstegalken and Logan were both very boring in the game. You never learned anything interesting about them. They're just kind of there. So I found them, like, if I hadn't read the books, those two characters I would find extremely dull. But in the books, there's, like, a lot more context to them. T1. Wait, oh, hold on a sec. Let me read all this. Love your content. Helped me a lot during leveling and gearing. I've started playing Guild Wars 2 like a month ago. I recently hit 80. I've geared up my character with full Ascended Berserker gear, Elementalist, and have multiple instances where I've been thrown out of a strike raid group for not being needed in a group. Should I grind legendaries to have flexibility to swap stats or builds, or rather get Ascended gear for different builds? Or have I just been unlucky with the group's things? I'm sorry that happened to you. I would say it's probably closer to the latter. Like, a full Berserker Ellie is basically a damage dealer. If you're saying that they kicked you out of the group before they could even see... Before they even saw your damage, if that is the case... One sec. I was getting messages from someone. If they kicked you out of the group before they even saw your damage, that is kind of odd. Because your standard raid group has got like 2 defensive supports, 2 offensive supports, and 6 DPS. So it is absolutely not true to say we don't need DPS. Every raid group needs like 6 of them. So yeah, I don't know how that happened. if you guys like did a boss and then they saw your damage and they're saying, oh, this guy doesn't do good DPS, let's kick him. I'm not, like, that's still mean. I would understand the motivation at that point, though. Like, if that's what happened. So, anyway, I would say it is not true that groups don't need DPS, because they do. Every 5-man party needs 3 DPS, and every 10-man raid needs 6 DPS. That aside, if you want to prepare more builds, you can. But I would say don't do it if you don't want to play those builds, you know? Don't force yourself to play something you don't want to. It's meant to be a game that you enjoy. Swap to template 1. Monk on NG side can only be a mech be a good healer or scrapper also. Scrapper can. I actually have a video of me raiding with ArenaNet for charity, and I played scrapper healer and I had 60 revives at the end of it. So Scrapper is a healer that provides quickness. Mechanist is a healer that provides alacrity. Hollowsmith doesn't usually heal. My group memes about it in Culp. Whenever an LA shows up in LFG, we go, oh no, then proceed to run the content. Yeah. So Elementalists are a... Wait, hold on. I only found your mech. You only... hang on. Give me a minute. Alright. This is an old video. I would say like 90% of the stuff in that video is still accurate. There's a couple of things that they've changed. But that is a link to a video on Heal Quickness Scrapper. And then... Give me a minute. I'm trying to find...
Hear the jungle shifting.
I'm trying to remember the name of the video from where I raided with them. Charity? ArenaNet? No. Ah, here we go. Raiding with ANET. Yeah. Alright. This link is when I raided with ArenaNet developers and I was playing the Heal Scrapper and I revived them like 60 times. There you go. Okay. Does the potato filter work or is it still broken? It's off right now. Hi, Eternal. Delta says, how are you today? I'm doing good, thank you. I'm currently getting attacked by mushrooms, so, you know, standard stuff. It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Oh, let's go back to Elementalists. Okay, Elementalists have some of the least hit points in the game. They have the smallest amount of health in the game. So, if they make mistakes, it's more easy for them to go downstate. So that said, Elementalists are also a class that has a reputation for being hard to play. Combine the fact that they're squishy with the fact that they are challenging to play on average, and there are a lot of bad Elementalists. So, Elementalists have kind of a meme reputation for dying a lot. Especially if they're in Berserker gear, which is glass cannon, and it does nothing to help your survivability. You have to play it well. Now, there are Elementalists that are gods among men, but, you know, the majority of them just have a reputation for dying all over the place. And that is possibly the reason that you ran into that weirdness. And also, please never forget, you can make your own groups. I get where you're coming from. Back when I was doing fractals for years, and at that time period, the only healer allowed in fractals by most groups was Firebrands. And I wanted to play Druid. So I made my own groups. If I make the group and I post it in the group finder, sometimes people join and they go, oh, Druid, and they leave and then someone else joins. And then after like a minute or two, we go. Mike, did you see the PvP mode livestream?
Jackals gifted a tier 1 sub to T1 underscore is underscore black underscore he underscore XD. They have given 47 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Jackals. Appreciate that. Firebrand and T4CM is still a thing. Yeah, but the time period I was discussing was like it was a while back. It was like before Druids even gave alacrity. I still get a kick out of the Brand Canyon. Thanks for sharing that. Oh, you're very welcome, Delta Tech. I am a low follower creator. I have the means to make good, crisp, high-quality videos for guides. What's the most important prep to professional delivery? Wait, what? Oh, that's a question. Dude, for a second, I thought you were trying to sell me services. I was like, what? Hold on. I'm a low follower creator. I have the means to make good, crisp, high-quality videos for guides. What's the most important prep to professional in delivery? Create videos that look professional in delivery. Okay. So, before the cause, hold a sec. I'm going to do a link here. Give me just a minute. I'm putting... Alright, so I just put a... Actually, wait. Is that the... Nope, that is actually not the link I wanted. Hold on just a moment. Just a moment. Let me go to playlist on my YouTube channel and Guild Wars 2 guides. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put this up just to show you because this is perfect. Alright, I'm putting a link in the chat. That link is a playlist with every guide I have made for Guild Wars 2. Okay? These videos are dated from oldest to newest. So these are like the early ones look really bad, but you can kind of see the timeline if you're interested in the creative process of how, we progressed through these things. I would say the most important thing is actually not having a super crisp, clean, shiny video. I think the most important thing is to be able to explain what you're talking about well and speak clearly. So if you could speak clearly and also write a script and then read it. That way you don't have any like, you don't have any of that. Because if you write a script and then read it, you could just say it, the whole thing, edit out any mistakes, and it's just non-stop information without you having to stop and think and stuff like that. Nice visuals and stuff like that are certainly icing on the cake, but, you asked my opinion on most important thing, and I think it's the ability to speak clearly and explain what you're talking about. That was something I learned in tech support. If you can teach someone if you can explain something to somebody else very clearly, then you understand that topic, even if they don't. Like, if I can go up to someone who does not understand IP addresses, and then within a couple minutes I can explain IP addresses to them, and then they get it, like, that means that you have an understanding of that topic. Your guide describing all the support specs, what they offer lack is amazing. I wouldn't say that one was a guide, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. That was just kind of like me sharing my experiences. Nice, that's a good resource. Thanks for the insights. That's the fields I was looking for. You're very welcome. Also, if you are at all interested, another link I can offer you that I'm going to put in the chat right now. That link goes to my website. These are guides I made for content creators. This one right here, if there's any like golden nuggets of wisdom I have, they're in this video. This is every tip and trick I learned over the first 1,000 days I was doing this. So I would highly recommend that one if you're interested. Your voice can't be monotone or using the same inflections all the time over and over. I don't know, because I know some people that will use, like, they'll take a script and they'll put it into, like, the AI program that reads it out for you, which always has, like, a monotone voice, and it can be fine. But it's, like, the words you choose and how you say it are very important. I just watched your video on YouTube about your old cat that would jump on your shoulders. How did you adopt him since Chip was very sad? Okay, that cat was named Jax, and we got Jax and Amy, 2 cats, back when my wife and I had first gotten married, because she really wanted cats, and I was like, okay. So we got cats, and then some years later, we had, Gabe, so we had a baby in the house, and Amy was hissing at him, and she never attacked him or anything like that, but it was, making my wife extremely nervous. Because, if a cat wants to attack a baby, baby's gonna lose. And, it was like, we were kind of scared if we turned around one day that Amy was going to, like, claw him up or something. So, to be on the safe side, we found another home for them. We kept them together because we wanted them to go to the same home, but we found another home for the two of them, and then it was years later, like almost 10 years later, that we got Chip. Because, you know, Gabe is like 12 now, and we've had Chip for... Actually, we've had Chip for around 6 years, so I guess, I guess Gabe was around age 6 at that point. So it was at least like 6 years later before we got Chip. Let's see. Okay. Think we're good on all that. Alright, today Fractal Rush event began. I'm curious what Aina is cooking for this patch. When the patch will happen. Yeah, we will see. We will see. Alright. So, for now, let's port up here so we're safe. Let's open up a Word doc. Alright. Okay, so it is time to make an outline for what we are going to do. Okay. This is work packs. This is what to talk about. Okay. All right. Copy this up. All right. So, what are we doing right now? So, some of you, as you may have heard already, but I'll say it again from the top. There's an overlay that I've made a guide for called Blish HUD. Blish HUD is this program. It is an overlay, not an add-on, and it allows you to easily install or uninstall every module made by the Blish HUD team. So imagine it's one install and there's 50 add-ons here, okay? While you're in here, you could do things like install the mount wheel and access any mount you want from the wheel. You could do like event timers, for example, stuff like that. Basically, you just project information over your game as you wish to. I have offered to the Blish HUD team to make small, like, just couple-minute long videos for each module, going from their ones that get the most questions to, or the ones that have the most downloads, and then go down from there. So today, what I am going to try to do, for the next however long it takes me to figure it out, is learn the pathing module, and then to make a guide on it. So essentially, the idea would be that you could go into Blish HUD and be like, oh, I'm gonna look at this, like, oh, what's this? And then there will be a link to my video, and then you could click it, and it'll be like, this is what it does, this is what it looks like, here's how to set it up, here's frequently asked questions. That's the idea. So, like, if any of you have played Path of Exile, and you're going through, like, the store, there's, like, a video next to everything on the store, so you could see it in action. I'm going to be beginning making that. So, first off, we've got the pathing module. Alright, so, let's see. So, we're gonna make, like, a outline for this. Hold on a sec, gotta close that for a second. Okay, so, oh, wow, what just happened there? Okay. Pathing module. What are we going to title this? One second. Pathing module showcase. Guild Wars 2 Blish HUD guide. Did they put a space after Blish HUD? It's Blish space HUD. HUD. Blish HUD guide. Okay. So, rough outline. Introduction. And then, what does it do? How to set it up. And frequently asked questions. Oh, nice. That's a good mutually beneficial deal. Very rare these days. Yeah. That was the hope. Because I saw that in another game and I messaged them. And I was like, hey, I had this idea for a collab. And if you're not interested, it's totally fine. But here's the idea, and tell me what you think. And I was like, if I make a guide for each of your modules, the ones that are like mostly done and not changing a lot, right? Because I don't want to like remake the video every 2 weeks. I was like, if I make a guide for each of your modules, one, I get more views, And 2, you could have the guides in here, and it would answer questions and take some of the burden off of your Discord. Because a lot of people join the Discord and ask questions, and just like any tech support, many of the questions are very easily answered. And if they just had a video that they could link them, it would possibly make things easier. So the idea was that it would help us both, and that's what we're going for right now. Didn't mean to show that. Hang on a second. And Jackals has messaged me again during the stream. I can do that later. Okay. All right. So, here we go. The mount wheel looks nice. Unrelated request. Is there a way to reduce effects of other players similar to FF14? Visual clutter. One thing you can do is right here, character model limit. This reduces how many other players you render. So this will reduce a lot of the stuff you see. There will still be effects and stuff. So, for example, this trap has an outline, which signifies that if an enemy goes in that, it's going to go off. You'll still see, like, circles and stuff on the ground. But the model limit, you can, like, if I'm at a world boss and there's, like, 100 people there, this will be the first thing I turn down to get FPS higher. Okay, so, back to this. All right, so introduction. Hey gamers, Mukluk here, and this is a showcase video for the Blish HUD overlay pathing module. What does it do? Let's see. The Blish HUD overlay, let's see. The pathing module allows you to display paths to certain objectives over your game. This can be useful if you are working on things such as world map completion, hero point trains. They gave me some other examples. What were they? Just a minute. World map comp for speedrunners or explorers, fractal and SAB paths and skips, display correct food or build or other info in front of a boss, mark locations of scavenger hunt clues, mark locations of node spawns and chests for farming, and optionally a trail to follow that connects each node. World v World siege spots for efficient placement of siege structures. I actually didn't know that one. Hero point trains indicate renown hearts, zone borders. Blish HUD offers interactable markers to copy on interact for EG. Waypoints, pack supply network agents. LUA supported marker packs for fine grained control and scripted behavior markers. I don't even know what that one means. Okay. This is useful if you're working on things dramatically. Hero point trains. Super adventure box. Etc. I'll just put that for now. Okay. Achievements and collection. I like that. Achievements and collections. Achievements, collections, etc. Okay, we'll do that for now. All right, how to set it up. To set up this module, you will first need to install Blish HUD. We have a guide for that. That I will link in the description down below. This install only has to be done one time and allows you access to the 50 plus modules within it. That's fine. I think it's worth noting that packs are created by third parties, not Blish HUD itself. Yeah, but they still check them for safety reasons. Blish is actually portable, no install needed, just put in a folder and run as admin. Okay, then let's change this to setup. To set up this module, you first need to set up, let's see, I don't like that I use setup twice. And it says to use this module, you first need to set up Blish HUD. We have a guide for that. I'll link the description down below. This install only has to be done one time. This setup only needs to be done one time. It allows you access to the 50 plus modules within it. Allows you quick access to do some modules within it. After setting up Blish HUD, open Guild Wars 2 and Blish HUD at the same time. If you run GW2 as admin, you will need to run Blish HUD as an admin as well. Run Blish as admin often is the cause of a lot of problems. I run Blish HUD as an admin every day, and I have for over a year, and I've never had an issue with it. I will tell you, as a streamer, if I don't run it as an admin, it won't show up on my streaming software, which is the reason I do it. I'm under the impression... Well, in any case, I'm going to get Free Snow to double check this. We'll see what he says. See, do we recommend Blish HUD be run as an admin? Sometimes, always, only if GW2 is run as admin. Okay, there we go. I submitted that. All right. In your Blish HUD guide, you said that you need to run Blish HUD on admin if you run GW2 under admin. I did, and that's why I wrote that. However, I wanted to confirm with him if anything has changed since I made that video. I made that video late last year, so it's almost a year old, but I didn't know that anything had changed. I think, yeah. Let's see. All right. Drinker Suzanne is as well. Okay, so setting up pathing. After it is set up...
Morning Muck.
Once it is visible on the bar at the top, click the Blish icon. Click the gear on the left-hand side if it isn't already selected. Okay. And then select module repo, which opens a list of modules available to you. And then scroll down to pathing. Okay, so I'm going to remove pathing and reinstall it. Okay. Module repo. I hate that this is mostly alphabetical, but not completely. All right, and then so we find pathing, and click install on it. All right, pathing, and let's see, install. Boop, done. Okay. It's namespace alphabetical. I don't know what that means. I just see NCP. So to me, I'm like, that's not alphabetical. You only need to run it as admin if yours too is run as admin. Generally, you want to run as few things as possible as admin for security and compatibility. Okay, all right, that matches what I thought. All right, we're just going to send him a thumbs up to show that I saw that. All right. Hi, Gregor. You can also search. Oh, they added a search box. I didn't see that they had done that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Scroll down to pathing or search pathing in the box at the top and click install on it. Okay, so I've clicked install on pathing. Okay, so we have got that set up. So if after install is completed, which should only take a few seconds, click on Manage Modules below the repo. And that goes here. Select pathing, then click enable module if it is not already enabled. Okay. All right, so we get an icon up here at the top, and we get this guy right now. All right. Now's the part where I have to kind of fumble around a bit. Mo, do you think it would be a good idea to run to add to the add-on instructions that if you want to run Blish HUD as admin, you need to launch GW2 as admin? Since some folks don't know that. Let me see. Oh, wait, that was a different project I was working on. Okay, shoot. The overlay is projecting above my Microsoft Word. What in the heck is going on with the font? Hold on a second. Jackals gave me advice and it broke things. Bro, what did I do in my Microsoft Word? God dang it. It's in the install Blish HUD guide, right? Yeah. Mug, you can brush tool near save button to copy style. Hang on. I can what? The brush tool? Okay. How do I apply that to something else? Oh, that works. Okay. I don't know how I did that. Anyway. Alright. Once it is visible at the bar at the top, click the Blish icon, click the gear on the left-hand side as already selected, select the module repo, which opens a list of modules available to use, and scroll down to pathing or search pathing in the box at the top and click install on it. After install is completed, which should only take a few seconds, click on manage modules below the repo. Select pathing, click enable module if it's not already enabled. Okay, so that gives us a few things. Alright, so that gives us pathing module settings. Okay, hold on, we're just looking around for a second. So this is odd to me. So we can go here in pathing, we've got open settings. Okay, so that opens the same thing as that drop down. Got download marker packs, which is also on that, and open setup guide, which opens the old guide, which has a video on it, which is the one that I'm going to be helping them replace. Okay. All right. Let's see. If I just crafted a full Leggy armor set, should I salvage my Ascended set to get the runes, or is there something better I could do with them? If you, for example, made legendary heavy armor, there is not really any use for Ascended heavy armor for your account anymore. As long as it's the same armor type. Because like if you made legendary heavy armor and you have Ascended light armor, then maybe hang on to it because you might need that. But if it's the same armor type as the Leggy, then you're not going to need it. I don't think so much. Yeah, Jackals, there's a few of the people that work on Blish HUD in here. Okay. Let's see. All right, so download marker packs and open settings leads to the same thing as this right here. Open setup guide goes somewhere else. Okay, so at this point, let's go back here. Hold on. Yeah, save that. Okay. A new marker, a new icon will appear at the top. among the icons at the top of the screen for pathing. Click it. Okay. So my next question is, what does this already include? I already had pathing. So like mine appears to have like Tez trails and Tekets trails already in it. I don't know if it already had those by default or if mine had it because I've used those in the past. Just get a little background noise. No marker packs are included by default. Okay. All right.
How are you holding up?
I miss my town. His memory is what keeps me fighting.
We should
All
have
right.
met him.
Pathing.
In a great Asura.
Okay.
He was. But we have
all right. Okay. We now have the program which will display the paths. We need to choose which paths we want to see. Okay. Let's see. Click it and hold on. Click pathing module settings. Hold on, I'm trying to decide how I want to phrase this. Let's do manage marker packs, download marker packs. Click it. Select manage marker packs. Then download marker packs. We now have the program which will display the paths. We need to choose which paths we want to see. Okay. Download marker packs. Tekets is great in general use. Tez is king for map comp. Yeah, I opened Tez one day, and I got a million markers around me, and it said, this is for tryhards. If you just want to turn your brain off and get map comp done, use Tekets. And I was just like, okay. And I turned it off, and I used Tekets. I just remember, like, there was just this overwhelming amount of crap on my screen the one time I turned Tez on. And it was like, yeah, this is for gamers. And I'm like, all right, bye. And I turned it off. So I followed the instructions to the letter. At least they're honest. Yep. Okay. So we want to do pathing and then manage. Come on. Pathing, manage, download marker packs. All right. Tech, it's all in one. Hero in Dark Skies, Leolis's. Okay, I need to... Atmuck, are you pushing today? Pushing out that content. Tez Trail is Mount Raptor jump 2 times into Griffin dive into Sky Scale. She is always showing just the paths are always chill. Like, I'm not sure if you saw this message I'm gonna go or not. If you did, stop it. Wait, what? Just want to let you know your guides are go to help me a lot. Oh, you're very welcome, Stu. Yeah, chat, I swear his name is Stupid. Yeah, you're welcome, Stupid. Now someone's gonna clip it. Now I look like the bad guy. You're welcome, Stupid. Wait, your full name is Stupid Goddamn Idiot. Wow. Dude, I cannot pick any word out of that and refer to you as that, and then it just doesn't look like I'm the bad guy. You're welcome. Glad you enjoy my stuff. Well, rude, right? Well, welcome. You're welcome, you goddamn idiot. All right, so there's an overwhelming amount of options here. Okay, let's pick a few of the most popular ones. So maybe let's see. Let's see. We want to pick which pathing program we want to see. And download that one. To give a few examples of the most commonly downloaded. Any of the ones that say map completion will have a line drawn through the world that you can follow to get map comp done without missing anything. Hero point trains. Tickets aren't unicolor. Wait, what? You're welcome, God. Only way to not sound like a jerk. Call him Mr. Stupid. Did you just assume stupid's gender stupid? When Ted says Griffin route, they mean it. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Alright. Trying to think of how I want to phrase this part. I'm kind of glad we're doing this one first, because this is probably going to be the one that's the biggest pain in the butt. Regions of Tyria is just going to be like, turn this on. It's pretty now. Click these links. What Blish HUD module is the Mount Radio menu? It's the one called Mounts and More. Don't call them Mr. Stupid. If they went to stupid school, they're now Dr. Stupid. We also talk about creating your own marker sets. Hell no. I don't know how to do that. You kidding? I'm in here with a bunch of people that make Blish HUD. That makes me the dumbest guy in the room. Alright? I just jingle keys for you guys for a living. Everyone else in here is a developer. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to find a way to understand it, then explain it to people that are, you know, that know even less than I do. Tokizo, thank you for the gifted sub.
Tokitso3 gifted a tier 1 sub to click these links. They have given 12 gift subs in the channel.
To give a few examples, let's see, search marker packs. Map comp. To give a few examples of things people commonly download pathing for, you might search map comp for high raid. I don't even have raid open right now. Oh, I have the platinum Plarium open right now. Jack of all trades, the markers and trail. For what are these called? Because these aren't modules. For markers, for marker packs related to getting world map completion done, or hero point trains. Or hero for modules related to getting all the hero points in an expansion, commonly referred to as hero point trains, etc. Browse through these until you find what you desire. And what do they click? Click and click download next to the ones you want. Okay. Muggy, explain why when I'm in one of my less map completed tunes, it only shows the hot expansion under hero panel. Then swap back to my main tune and it still only shows hot under hero. I have all expansions except the latest one. Hero panel? Like, what do you mean? Like, which tab? Like, when you're looking at the story journal, Or when you're looking at, like, you know, training and you don't see the other elite specs? Like, what do you mean? Achievements? Okay, so achievements, do you have a filter on? Click on this cog right here and hit clear filters. You might have a filter turned on. I guess daily reminder to my audience, if you didn't already know, if you're looking for hero points, you can click filters and say add a mastery filter for Heart of Thorns or Path of Fire, whatever, and it will show you only the stuff that you don't have that can give you mastery points. But you need to clear it when you're done. Okay. Nice achievement score. Thank you. Did you finish the Monkey Souls like? I did. Did you think it was worth the hype it got? Yes, I'm making a positive review video on it. Dude, I can't... There was a moment in the near the end, in one of the final boss fights, where I was like, I need to heal, and I disengaged from the fight, and I drank a heal potion. He froze me, walked up to me, looked at the heal potion, looked at me, took the heal potion out of my hand. He drank it and threw it away. I have never been disrespected so much in my life. I was blown away. And he did multiple things like this. There was like 4 times during the fight, it went into a little cutscene where he did the most disrespectful crap I've ever seen a boss do. And then it just kept going with the fight. And I was just like, are you serious right now? It was crazy. Okay. What boss? I want to be vague because it's one of the final bosses, but I don't want to spoil it too much. But it was near the end. Let's see. All right, give you examples of things. All right, so I'm on the fence here. So the pathing thing. I don't think we want to have a guide on every freaking one of these. So I think it's better to have some generic instructions. So like hero point trains, world map comp. Oh, you can mouse over these and see downloads per day. That's pretty cool. Are these sorted by most to least? They are. Let's see. Browse these until you find what you desire and click download next to the ones you want. Okay. Alright, so let's say world map. Oh, sorry, it's map comp. Alright, so let's say I have installed Tekkits. I'll just use that as an example. Okay. Going forward, I will use, let's say for the sake of this video, I will download Tekkits Marker Pack. What is the name of it? Tekkits All-in-One Marker Pack. All-in-one marker pack. Okay. Okay, so what else do we have in here? There's key bindings. Lewis scripts. I don't know what that means. Map options. Show markers on map. Marker options. Okay. We'll come back to this. So, then, click pathing. Click manage marker packs. What does unload mean? What does unload marker packs mean? Like, that's not uninstall, because otherwise it would just say uninstall. Does unload just uncheck them all? So, like, if I just do that, and then if I hit unload, Okay. All right. So it's not just unchecking them. It's something different from that because I wasn't able to simply recheck them. It downloads markers currently loaded for and this map instance. Guess it disables all trails without disabling the whole module. Maybe just do guys the top 3 most downloaded? Maybe, but that can change over time. It's not a function people usually need. Okay. Alright, so... Let's see, pathing, manage... Alright, we'll come back to browsing through this other stuff as needed. So right now we're just trying to get... your standard new player that's never used this before and they're not tech savvy through this. So, next step is click pathing at the top. So, you now have the markers installed. Click the pathing icon at the top again. Go to all markers. And there are many sub-menus with checkboxes. I recommend unchecking everything to start, then just checking the things you want to see. This is one of the main points that they told me to include in the video. So, let's say, let's uncheck that. So, Heart of Thorns. In the case of our current example, if I was doing world map comp with this Tekkit overlay, I would... let's go to a core map. Let's go to the human Nibiru. Don't want to ping to Mike to get info through, but he missed my last 2 infos. I'm sorry, Jackals is always half the text box. More like 2/3. Hold on. I'm trying to find your messages. It removes visible markers on the map, then you need to reload them. No, I saw that. I read that out loud. I feel... Wait, why is it clipping? So, does it just not show the arrows that are near me? I don't know. It looks really weird. I feel like the last time I used this, these markers, it didn't look so odd. Okay. Where's a good... That can be changed in settings. Maybe that's what happened. This looks like really... I don't know. This almost looks like pixelated. Alright. We'll come back to that. In the case of our current example, if I want... let's restructure this since... If I wanted to do world map comp with this Tekkit overlay, I would navigate to this, manage marker, let's see, all markers, Tekkit, map comp, route, okay. The thing I hate is when I click out of this window, this whole thing closes. So I can't, like, keep it up and then read it. I'll just have to take a screenshot of it. Hang on. Alright. In the case of our current example, I want to do the map comp with the Tekkit overlay. I would go...
Mukluk bobble, mukluk bobble, mukluk bobble, mukluk bobble, mukluk bobble.
I would go to all markers, then tech its guides, then map comp for the area I'm in, Corteria in this case, and make sure that is checked. After doing this, you should see the path on the world and on your map. Okay. Let me see. All right. So there it is. Okay. Hey, Mike, drop me a quick thank you for all the hard work and videos. Thank you, Tally. Appreciate the positive feedback. All right. So at this point, you can simply begin following the path to get your desired objective done, and turn it off when completed. All right. So someone said that I could change pathing. All right, so hang on a sec. All right, so let's look over the things that the person who made this module. I said, what is the most commonly asked questions, most frequently asked questions, the FAQ for this module that you get blasted with answering constantly? And he said, how to download marker packs. Done. Toggling categories to reduce what is visible on screen. Tip, control-click to enable only a single category in the listing. Control-click where? I don't know what he wants me to control click on. What's happening? Making a guide. This is all the pain that goes on behind the scenes before y'all get a YouTube video. Okay. Let's see. Control click the checkboxes. I just did, it's no different. So like, if I left click that, left click, if I control click, it's the same. On a category like Corteria. Control click does nothing. The header? Nothing. Nothing, nothing. Left clicking normally turns it off and on. Control click does nothing. What if you have multiple active? Okay, that's what it does. It unchecks others. Okay. So, let's say... small tip here. You can control plus click an item on this list to have only that selected, and it will uncheck everything else. Okay, there we go. That's the thing he was talking about. Cool. Improve your performance by only setting some marker packs to load all the time. For best performance, we recommend disabling the marker packs you are not using or are done with, so your system does not constantly work to load them. Okay. Show the orange gear when you're close to a marker, how it shows what happens when you interact with a marker. Huh? It's hiding things on that character because you have map comp done? Okay, hang on. This guy's alt park location is really close to a waypoint. I can mess up this guy. The orange gear only shows on markers that can be interacted with. So you'll trigger a hiding mechanic. So, what? Like a hero point or something? Chess and Biora, for example. You should explain how to reset the orange markers. I'm trying to figure out what we're talking about. Hold on, let me read it again. Show the orange gear when you're close to a marker, how it shows what happens when you interact with the marker. Someone said like Mersot coins. Permanently for API untracked coins. It's talking about hearts. I don't know if it is. Like, there's a heart here. I don't see an orange gear anywhere. Is the new PvP mode up? I don't know. I don't think so. If there's going to be a patch, it'll be in like 40 minutes. If you want an example, Japix trails go to Southern Cove. Hang on. I can't imagine what it's like to do so many backseat drivers. No, Rob, it's mostly helpful because, like, for example, there might be this like gear thing. If I was working on this on my own, I would have to send him a message and be like, I don't know what you're talking about, and I might have to wait a day for him to respond because we're in different time zones. But here, by asking chat, I get 500 responses, and 2 of them are good. So, you know, I might be able to keep working on this right now. You might have to turn on hearts in the checklist. Okay, hold on a sec. Someone said go to South End Cove and download Japix thing. The chest on that teaches evasion dodge will probably show the gear icon. I don't know if it's for map comp or if it's for things like collection achievements like the masks and org base. The thing is, I've already done the mask and I've already done the Mersot token, so I gotta find something I haven't done. Was it just something? Japix trails. Alright. I know in Janthier there's an option to look for map-specific resource nodes, like honeyflowers. The gear shows up over those. You probably haven't done anything in Soto. I beat Soto. What? Okay, hang on. Let me focus on this for a second. Blooming Passiflora, South Sun Cove. What on earth am I tracking right now? Kind of wish it showed on the mini-map. I can't see which of these are close. Okay, so... Chris, thank you for the membership. Appreciate you. Welcome. So, hide markers until daily reset. I mean, it looks like it hides on its own when I run over to it.
I see my fingerprints are still on the beakers. Are you even using those? Are they just for show? No matter, let me rearrange them a little bit.
Oh
yes,
my god.
That's better. How's Chip?
Okay. So the orange gear just hides the marker you're right next to? Is that all it does? Chip is good. Thank you for asking. Okay. So, let me go back here. Alright. If you are using a marker pack for a collection or farming, you can click the orange gear to hide a marker you are near until the next daily reset to help you keep track of what you have and haven't done. Does that whole sentence sound accurate? People who are experts of this? Yep, okay, awesome. All right. All right, so the last thing that Free Snow said I would like you to have in the video was he wrote, ghost markers let you restore markers you've hidden by mistake. Okay. Ghost markers. That is not a feature I've used. Let's see if we can figure that out. Hold on a second. Okay. I have no clue what a ghost marker is. That makes two of us. Maybe reload marker packs? No, that doesn't make the flowers reappear. There's still one over there. So it's not that. It's in module settings. Show ghost markers. Shows hidden markers with a reduced opacity to allowing you to unhide them. This setting automatically disables on startup. Okay. Alright, so there's those. And now I can unhide it. Okay. But I can't hide it again. Also, what is this? This resource for this marker pack? I haven't actually seen this resource at any of these locations I've run to. I don't even know what this is. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Let's go back to this. Flower. Obviously flower. Hide a marker by mistake. You can go to pathing module settings and check temporarily show ghost markers. Allowing you to see markers you have hidden with a reduced opacity. Clicking the gear while they are in this state will make them light up again. Okay. All right. Pass flower is only one of the most valuable farming nodes in the game. Okay. Living past the floor, you can only get 3 per day per account. Mike, I appreciate your Hollowsmith guide. It helped me and my disabled hands finally play my class decently. I get to raise now because of it. Well, then you're better than I was at Hollowsmith. I sucked at that. Living past the floor was an item used to make agony infusions back in the day. Also used to make some stats, I believe, and work like gems. Gotcha. I just saw the story video. Did you see the pinned comment under the video? Chris showed up. All right. Let's see. All right. At this point, I have gone over each of the main bullet points that he has sent me. What I'd like to do now... Alright. This is the video guide that he made for this, that he wants to replace with whatever I make. I want to see if I covered all the things in this video.
Hello and welcome back. My name is FreeSnow. I'm going to be talking to you today about how to install the pathing module. To begin, we'll go ahead and open up Blish HUD here at the top and navigate down to the module repo. Within the repo, if we search for the pathing module, we'll find it here. And go ahead and make sure that the latest version is selected and click install. Once installed, down here on the left side, you should see a new entry called Pathing for that module. All we need to do now is grab some marker packs and then enable the module. You'll see that the Pathing module requests 2 different permissions currently. That's the account and progression permissions. These permissions, if you grant them, will give it access to view your achievement history. This will allow Blish HUD to go ahead and automatically hide any markers that are part of achievements that you've already completed. All you have to do is click enable, and then give it a second to load. And you'll see in-game all of those markers begin loading and displaying on screen.
Okay, so... let's see. Blish HUD... Let's see. So let's go back to this. All right, so at what point in the script I wrote should that go? Vid was louder than muck. That's fine. Divide the top, click the Blish icon, click the on the left side. It's already selected. All right, right here. Confirm that account and progression are checked under permissions. This is not intrusive. This simply allows pathing to see what you have already done to show you the correct paths. Okay, that should be good. Alright, back to past FreeSnow. Past Snow.
These are the exact same packs as they were with no changes that were originally made for Taco. We load them in just as they are and support them in full. You can see these markers are displayed both in-game as well as on the full screen map. In order to enhance your experience here some, we've made it easy for you to identify markers by mousing over them. We've also made it easy to hide large numbers of markers by just quickly right-clicking on them and clicking Hide Parent Category. And we've reduced the clutter created from the large trail textures just down to the color of the trail to help keep your map interface a little bit cleaner. The most common question that we get from new users is questions about what has happened to all of their marker categories. Unlike Taco, we don't display all of your marker categories at once. Most categories are for other maps and aren't relevant to the one that you're currently on, so by default, we only display the categories that are relevant to your current map. If I was to switch maps, this list here would change based on what is now relevant to me on that map. You can see that all of these here are related just to this map that I'm currently on. If you're not...
Okay, I think that's absolutely worth adding. Let's see. And check everything else. Text overlay, text guide, core area. And make sure it is checked. You will only see markers related to the map you are on. If you change maps, the new map will have options on this menu. After doing this, you should see the path on the world and on your map. Okay, Mug, is your Fractals Beginner Guide up to date enough for this week's Rush event? Yeah, Fractal Beginner Guide is still accurate. The main thing is when I made the Fractal Beginner Guide, I had a breakdown in that for every fractal in the game. Since then, they've added some new ones. So, like right here, this is the video that had, all of them. And then since then, they made Sunquaw, Silent Surf, and Lonely Tower, so each of those have separate videos. And then here's some challenge mode guides right here. So those are there if you want them. Okay.
Not interested in this feature, you can toggle it off within the pathing module settings. down at the bottom where it says Show Categories from all maps. When selected and reopening up this menu, you'll see that all of the menus here are now visible and can be selected from any map. Blish HUD shows enhanced information about the achievements that are on your current map for marker packs that support it. Reactive is one of these marker packs, and if you mouse over one of the achievements within that pack on its category, you'll see information about that achievement pulled from the GW2uesday API.
Wait, hold on. What?
For one of the achievements within that pack selected and reopening up this menu, you'll see that all of the menus here are now visible and can be selected from any map. Blish HUD shows enhanced information about the achievements that are on your current map for marker packs that support it. Reactive is one of these marker packs, and if you mouse over one of the achievements within that pack on its category, you'll see information about that achievement pulled from the GW2uesday API. You can see that some of these achievements have automatically been disabled for me and are no longer showing in the world, and that's because I've completed the achievement already. If we pop into a different map here, you can see that my list of categories has now changed and is now showing me only those relevant to Draconius mods. And as I've completed many more of the achievements here on this map, many more of these have been automatically hidden for me. In the description below, I've gone ahead and linked our pathing module setup guide, which goes through all of these same details with pictures and includes a list of our recommended marker packs. I hope this guide was able to help you set up the pathing module. If you've got any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us on our Discord. We're more than happy to help. We answer lots of questions there every day, and we're more than happy to help answer those relevant to Draconius mods. And as I've completed many more of the achievements here on this map, many more of these have been automatically hidden for me. In the description below, I've gone ahead and linked our pathing module setup guide, which goes through all of these same details with pictures and includes a list of our recommended marker packs. I hope this guide was able to help you set up the pathing module. If you've got any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us on our Discord. We're more than happy.
Hold on. I should actually slow this down.
And includes a list of our recommended module setup guide, which goes through all of these same. In the description below, I've gone ahead and linked our pathing module setup guide, which goes through all of these same details with pictures and includes a list of our recommended marker packs. I hope this guide was able to help you set up the pathing module. If you've got any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us in our Discord.
Okay, there we go. I just had to slow him down to normal speed for a second, and then I could keep up with him. Here I thought Mug just made full videos on the fly in one try every time. Who knew StreamRant had to do real work and stuff? It depends on if I know it or not. If it's a guide on something I know, I can just sit down and write a script and then go. But this is both me learning how to do this and then making a script on how to do this. Yeah, so I have to figure out how this works. Let's see, hang on. Save as, browse. Video scripts. Pathing module, Blish HUD. Okay. Outro here. Okay. Alright, so at this point, I'm not sure if the other stuff he had in the video should be included or not, because it's not bullet points that he mentioned. I appreciate it. I have many legendaries due to your videos that I otherwise would not have. Yeah, the wiki was a huge help for those. Because, like, you could honestly say that some of those legendary crafting videos I did are just like an audiobook version of the wiki. Because the info's all there. I just put it into like an audio form with visuals and stuff. For example, Warbringer, the World v World backpack. I don't have that. I did a guide on it, and I stood next to an NPC, and the NPC had Warbringer, and I used him for the model because I didn't have it. And then I used the wiki to explain everything. So I have led people to a treasure that I do not possess. I lost focus on chat window while typing my last comment, not being... the past flower is only farmable 3 per day, and it's one of the most valuable. Okay. Alright. So, let's go. This could be useful if you're working on Sneezer's World Map. Hero Point Train, Sewer Adventure Box, achievements, collections, in the world, etc. Alright. I think when I mention this, I might show, like, the Mersot tokens or something like that. Alright, now at this point, what I would normally do... if you get stuck anywhere, or if this video did die... Oh my god, if this video died! It did not answer your questions. Please don't hesitate to join the Blish HUD Discord, linked down below, for any help with this topic. Happy pathing. Okay. Alright. So at this point, if I, what I want to do is send this to him and have him read it and see if he is happy with it. So, next, let me do that. All right. Script for pathing video guide. Please read and let me know if you want any additional information included. Okay. And then I'll message him. I've sent you a copy of the script. Oh, wait, he's already responded. I can stop typing. Okay. Reading my DMs. Hold on a sec. Sorry. I've got this really cool sponsorship opportunity, but it's got a very, very soon deadline. And I keep messaging them trying to get as much information as I can about it because I want to do it. Like, it's both fun and it pays well. Dream come true. However, they need it done by Tuesday, and I'm a little concerned about that deadline. So I'm trying to find out exactly what they need, and that is involving a lot of back and forth, DMs right now. Okay. All right. There we go. So, Free Snow has responded, and he says, awesome, I'll take a look after work. So, that's done for now. All right, that is done for now. So, I'm just going to disable pathing module for now to free up the small amount of resources it's using. Muck is a super speedy typer. Yeah, I just sent Noxxi a paragraph. I was asking Noxxi, I was like, hey, if you take Friday or Monday off, would you be able to edit a video on Sunday? Because Noxxi usually works Monday through Friday. So if she says no, that's fine, but I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. Because if I was going to do this job for them, I would probably record the project on Saturday and then ask Noxxi to edit it Sunday. Muck is a super speedy typer. I think the peak of what I can type is 150 words per minute, but on average, probably half that if I'm not pushing myself. Briefly, as a kid, when I was looking for my first job, my dad at one point was like, oh, hey, those people in, court that, type everything in that people say? You should apply for that because you could type really fast. So I was like, okay, let me take a look. And I looked up online how fast, what is it, a stenographer? Is that what it's called? Hold on. Person in courtroom who types. Court reporter. I swear there's another word for it.
Come on! I'm gaming so hard right now!
Stenographer. It is stenographer. Okay. Hold on a sec. How fast do stenographers type? 300 words per minute. Okay? So here's the thing. I was like, okay, I'll look at it. I'll look up how fast these guys type, and I found this, and I was like, never mind. I thought I was something special. I'm not. I learned years later they've got special typing machines, and they don't use a QWERTY keyboard. They use a special method of typing, and I was like, wait a minute, you mean I could have done that? Dude, I swear, I thought it was, like they were just using a QWERTY keyboard and just, and that was not the case. And I talked myself out of what might have been a fun, like, easy job, because I was just like, oh, I can't do that. Oh no, my wife can burn hundreds of words for a nitstick, dude. It's so hard to learn. I tried one. Sounds like an awful job. Dude, I'd be just soaking in the drama. I'd be like, ooh, that guy just jumped the stand. Subject jumped the stand and punched the judge. Oh boy. And no one ever attacks the stenographer. You're safe over there in the corner. Here for the drama, yeah. It's more like playing a piano than traditional typing. Yeah. Okay. All right. That was my main goal for today, as far as that goes. What is next? What is next? What is next? What is next? All right. All right. Could just be camera guy. Camera guys are external. They never die. Yeah, they're always outside of the problem. Actually, I immediately think of one that did. D-Dog, there was a guy that, oh God, I remember this was on TV. He was... He went with a group of skydivers. And he had done hundreds of jumps out of a plane. And he was really excited. And he jumped out of the plane and was recording. And they jumped out. And he recorded them doing tricks. And then they, like, you know, did their shoots. And then he reached for his shoot. And he realized he didn't put a chute on. And he had literally done hundreds of jumps. But he was so excited that day to do whatever this trick was. He forgot to put the chute on before leaping out of the plane. So they have a recorded footage of him going all the way down to the ground. So that is one case where the camera guy did die. Can my wizard hat redeem go into effect now? Yeah, sorry. There we go.
Guys, look at me. I'm so curvy.
Pet Chip. Chip is not in the room. Okay. Possible patch in 15 minutes. That's a horrible way to go. Yep. You had a long way down to the ground to think about things. Okay, hold on. I'm replying into the business. Big business chat. We're doing big deals over here. Okay. All right. The next video idea. Some of you may have recently seen a video I did that was on warrior bugs in Guild Wars 2. I'm back for now. Any question? No questions, Jippy. I'm going to tell you right now, all right? Your name is Japiaxiator, which is challenging. So I started to abbreviate it, and I almost called you Jap, which sounds like I am being very mean to a specific group of people. So in my head, I hit the brakes, like there was a tire screeching noise. And I'm like, don't call him that. And then I looked at your name again, and I was like, Jappy. And I was like, that's also bad. And I was like, Japan, and I was like, I'm just gonna say it really wrong. So right here, chat. He just said, Jap is fine, and Twitch blocked it. Like, you need to understand, this isn't just about me and you. This is about me getting clipped out of context and losing my life. All right? Like, when you tell me, oh yeah, you can say the word, if Twitch doesn't let me say or even read the thing you typed, I can't say the word. Like, I can't do it. What's going through your brain? No, dude, the same thing going through the platform's brain. Dude, you have to understand. Like, anything I say, like, I can say, what was that movie where the guy's like, you're just trying to get a recording of me saying Chicago sucks. And then they just cut it out, and then he's on the news that night. Chicago sucks. And then people are trying to kill him. Like, that's exactly this. That's exactly this. All right. Anyway, okay. Guild Wars 2 bugs. We did a video of warrior problems recently. Just call him Hap. He's Spanish. Just turn the J into an H. Yeah, we got a recording of me calling someone stupid and an idiot, and now this today. Alright. Do I have enough bugs for any other classes to make another bug video? I've got, these are all bugs people have sent me that I haven't checked. I have not checked them all. I don't know if I've got enough for any other one class for a whole video. It's funny, in the comment section of the bug video, there was a lot of people that were like, oh man, I can't wait to see the video you do on Engineer. There's so many problems. And I'm like, hey, can you send me some? And he's like, oh, I can't think of any right now, but there's so many. There was a lot of that. Like, all right, thanks for nothing. It's amazing how that's still no word so many decades later. I mean, it also depends on the group of people you're in. And I'm not in that group, so I avoid it. Just be safe. Infamous Mr. Mario. Hi, Happy. I've actually had Jackass watch you stream at quite a few Japanese sites. It's amazing. Did any of the Ranger Pets' weird behaviors ever get fixed from the last time you compiled issues with them? The main one that had an issue was the Sand Shark, and what it was right when you would pet swap, it would go, be like stunned for like 3 seconds. And yes, that one got fixed. I only know a funny bug on Herald. If you have a player instrument enabled, you activate a facet, you can hear the music of when you die. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I never play with the player instruments. I would not have ever figured that one out. Did the continued existence of Weaver count as an Ellie bug? No. Let's see. Wait, what is this? When sitting on a jackal as a ranger with a hammer equipped, the hammer will start spinning on your back when the jackal turns its head to the right. Wait. What? Hammer, ranger, jackal. No? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I can't replicate that. Idle animation? I feel like I've just been told some crazy superstition and I'm just sitting here staring to see if it's true. I think this myth is busted. I think this one's busted. Alright, get rid of that one. Let's see. No ranger indicator? That should be range indicator. Alright. Not really a bug when it's consistent. It goes based on the mode you're at the end of the charge bar, but the ultimate at the start of the bar. Engineer, rocket boots maintain normal speed on the ground. Final pulse of Zealot's Flame for Guardian. It doesn't actually apply burning, so I saying so. It's funny that I still have so many for Warrior just because of Captain Crapface. Captain Crackface. Captain Crapface came in and just gave me like 3 pages of Warrior bugs. There was no one else that knew how busted Warrior was besides him. Muck, you know the Winter's Day tree in the home instance? The other day I got the enchanted music box. What? Oh, that's awesome. Like, from the present? No cap, you're being an NPC with no riz. Try some skibbity signa glow up. Yo, you be busted in no time. Skibbity Ohio. Thank you. Move your word to the side. We want to keep watching the ranger. Oh, yeah, okay. Ah. Let's see. Yeah, don't know if I have a few. Yeah, if anybody has more easy to replicate bugs, let me know. If you're on a human male and you wear Ascalonian performer pants, they steal your butt. I'm guessing they flatten the model curvature of your cheeks or something, but that's the bug that was sent to me, chat. Human male Ascalonian performer pants steals your butt. One that I was submitted simply reads, Heal-a-lack Spectre. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's a totally valid complaint. Alright. Balthazar's... No, that's dumb. If you're on a human female and wearing the light armor bear pants using Jade Ramen seat, your butt hangs out.
Jackals gifted a tier 1 sub to Shy Paimon.
I don't have a human
They
female
have given
character.
48 gift subs in the channel.
Jade Ramen seat, your butt hangs out. Hold on, wait. Dude. Can we get more butt related bugs so we can have a whole video on butts? Like we had the bug reports for warriors, so we can have bug reports for butts. Butt reports. Thank you, Jackals. Appreciate the gifted sub. Tried the live seat on Romeo character. It's got good cheeks. I just DM'd you in Discord a bug I found. If you want to try to recreate it, it's not profession specific. You DM'd me. Hang on. What am I looking at? What? Okay, they sent me what appears to be an Asura that is on its way down to hell. I don't know what I don't know what I'm seeing right now. It is like vomiting oil. America is on the line. If you want to send me the details, I'll take a look at it. I don't know what that is. It's my Abyssal Infusion? Oh, I don't have that, so I can't replicate that. No, remember your hollow mode, only turn your pants to hollow mode. Yep, I do. Muck House PvP right now. I did... Okay, so I recently played PvP. Okay, during the Janthier launch week, I had to fill a week, right? So I actually did PvP for like 3 of those days, and it was the first time I did PvP in 4 months. Some games are actually pretty good, and I think the reason is so many people were trying out spears that a lot of people were just trying dumb stuff, and it made for some really good games. But then as people kind of got used to it, and then they went back to their meta builds, you know, it kind of went back to the glassy craziness that we had kind of gotten used to. So I had some good games, but overall it wasn't like all the time. I actually, just this last week, I posted a video called like What's Broken with PvP and how I would fix it. Because those matches inspired me to make that video. Remember the hollow mode, yeah. Let's see. Just say it straight out, it wasn't fun when everyone started spamming Spear Warriors. The problem isn't so much the Spear Warrior, it's that it's Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker completely locks you down, and then the Spear on Warrior rains tons of damage on you if you can't move. So it pairs really well. Let's see. When switching between action cam and default cam, the position of the cursor doesn't reset to the center of the screen. This is 100% a bug. Example, move your mouse to the corner of the screen, switch to action cam, move around, and pretend to drop an AoE in normal cam. You should have to remember where you left your mouse. You shouldn't have to remember where you left your mouse. I never use action cam. I don't even know if I have a button for that. Let me see. Toggle action camera. I don't know what keys are not in use. Dang it. Okay, there we go. All right. Move your mouse to the corner of the screen. Go to action cam. Move around. Pretend to drop an AoE in normal cam. Oh, huh? I mean, it certainly seems like it recentered it. So my cursor is over here again. But if I go to action cam, maybe they fixed that? Because my cursor's in the top right, but if I go into action camera and start to drop an AoE, it starts right on me and then goes from there. Let me read this one last time. Position of the cursor doesn't reset to the center of the screen. This is 100% a bug. Move your mouse according to the screen, switch action cam, move around. Pretend to drop an AoE in normal cam. You shouldn't have to remember where you left your mouse. Yeah, I'm guessing they fixed this. So I'm going to delete this. I'm just going to say myth busted on this one. Mug, opinion on the new Warhammer 40k game. Space Marine 2? Really enjoyed it. I cleared the campaign. Was about 9 hours. It was amazing. It was really good. After that, we tried out the multiplayer game mode. It scratched a similar itch to things like Darktide and Vermintide 2. Very enjoyable. Then there is a PvP game mode I haven't tried yet. Let's see. If you use Skyscale charged jump, you can't lean forward. What? Hold on. Does he mean wall cling charge jump? What do you mean lean forward? What the hell? What? I mean, you're leaping off the wall, so yeah, you go backwards a little bit. I don't know what they mean by you can't lean forward. Skyscale can't spit fireball while descending. Wait, is that actually true? Yeah, I can't. Huh. Okay, that one's true. I can't spit a fireball while descending, apparently. Can you while ascending? Let's see, descending, no, ascending, yes. Yes, I can spit them while ascending. Okay. True. Mark that down. Probably because you're pressing two buttons at the same time. But when I'm ascending and hitting two, I'm pressing two buttons at the same time. And it works while ascending. It just doesn't work while descending. So it's, I don't think it's as simple as that. Okay. Someone linked me patch notes. Let me take a look. Wow. There's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of stuff here. But there's no ranger section. I guess rangers are perfect. Everyone else just needs to learn how to play. Let's see. Let's go to my patch note perch. You know what would be awesome? I haven't read this yet. Is if every warrior problem I posted in my Warrior Bugs video has been fixed. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, he's so powerful. He can complain about something and it's fixed instantly as long as it's not Druid. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Let's do this. Alright. I'm going to go into YouTube mode, chat, just in case this ends up being worth putting on YouTube. So, say hi to Mom. Alright, hello gamers, Mukluk here, and today is Tuesday, September 10th, and we've got some Guild Wars 2 news, and we're going to go over it right now. Note to users of third-party programs, your add-on's broke. That's what that says. World Polish. Adjusted health and scaling for the Mushroom King during the Subdue the Mushroom King event in Lowland Shore. Fixed an issue that caused Distant Thunder to appear sooner than intended in the Star-Crossed Lovers collection. The endurance cost of the dash skill in Salmon Run race events and adventures has been reduced to grant additional dashes in Lowland Shore. So the Salmon Run event is the one where you turn into a fish and you go down a gauntlet. By many people said that it was extremely challenging, like the timer was really tight. So they would actually say, don't even try to do the event unless the race is going, because the race has a longer timer than just the normal event does. So this is probably in response to that. Added an additional 15 seconds to gold medal times for Salmon Run adventures. Again, related to what I just said. The time needed has increased from 1:30 to 1:45 for the Moon Camp Covert Adventure, and from 2:30 to 2:45 for Harvest Shore Adventure. Made some general improvements to Salmon Cannon functionality for the Harvest Shore Salmon Run event and Adventure in Lowland Shore. Fixed an issue that could cause the collection NPC marker to appear above player characters' heads in Lowland Shore. Fixed an issue that caused the heat tracking bar from the Denning Forge Renowned Heart activity to persist if a player left the forge before using the bellows. Added additional creatures around Forger's Hunt that grant renown when killed. General. Updated the error message that appears when players who have not unlocked Heart of the Obscure Research Master Line attempt to interact with content that requires it. For content within Janthier Wilds maps, the text now directs players to unlock the Heart of the Obscure via the Janthier Wild story instead of through Heart of the Obscure. I think that's a good change. Because honestly, I would say this is probably a bug, but if they intentionally had that one very small step. Let me back up, just so everyone's included in the conversation. One, you're playing the Janthier story. There is one small step where you combat a rift, which was a big thing in Secrets of the Obscure. So if they had one part of the Janthier story that just stopped you, and like you hit a wall, and you had to go buy Soto to get past that wall, that would feel very sketch, and I'm glad to see that that's been corrected. The Wizard's Vault objectives for participating in Rift events now refer to them as Rift Hunts rather than Cryptus Rifts. And that is because some of the new Rifts have things that are not Cryptus that come out of them. Fixed an issue that caused Champion Warclaws to improperly try to perform Valraven attacks after their Defiance bar was broken. That's kind of funny because Valravens can fly, so flying cats. Reduce the health and Defiance bars of Epark, the Consumed King, in the Into the Spider's Lair meta event. Really? The Naos meta. Okay. Fix an issue that prevented the effects indicating which glyph is equipped to a Homestead collection box from displaying a proper name. Can Chip have $1? I will give it to him as soon as the stream is done. Thank you. Fixed an issue that prevented ground-targeted skills from working when trying to summon a conjured doorway in invalid locations. I actually saw that once. There's some floating rocks in Inner Naos, and if you land on one of them on your sky scale and try to open the door to your homestead, it doesn't work because there's no path to the ground. Which is odd, but that's how it is. Or was. The handiwork workbench in Hearth's Glow can now only be accessed by the homestead owner to prevent an issue that caused decoration crafting to consume the guest materials but create the decoration for the homestead's owner. Lol. Fixed an issue that prevented accounts that have only been upgraded with Guild Wars 2 Janthier from being granted access to the Raptor. Fixed an issue that prevented some infusion's visual effects from stacking when switching maps. And fixed an issue that allowed players to summon the Warclaw mount in unintended combat scenarios. So, the community had kind of come to the conclusion that the Warclaw could be mounted in combat. I'm wondering if they just did away with that completely, or if there is some moments you're allowed to and some you're not. Like, for example, there is, some people in my chat said it was an issue in raids. I hadn't heard that. Okay, that makes total sense, because in Path of Fire raids, that's wings 5, 6, and 7, you can use mounts in between the bosses to get around. If people were using them to mount during bosses, I could totally see how that could be problematic. For example, if you're on your mount and some big attack hits you, it hits the mount's health bar, not yours. So for a common practice when you start the fight versus the Earth Gen is everybody mount up, and then the first attack he does right when you engage hits the mounts and you all get dismounted, but then you're full health. So if you could just jump on the mount anytime you needed to, it'd kind of be like having a human shield. your poor cat just crying every time you summon it. Okay, that makes sense. Lowland Shore. Increase the event cycling time following completion of the Defeat the Rotling before it raises the area event. Fixed an issue with the event UI for Escort Winding Can't as he looks for his lost spear. Fixed an issue that caused creatures in the Defeat the Rotlings to save the Astral Ward Scout event to scale improperly. Fixed an issue that prevented some players from interacting with bulls and keep the troll party from getting out of hand events. Fixed an issue that occurred when using cheer skills while sitting in the Sleuth Brawlfield stands. The pet interaction text for many of the animals in Lowland Shore is now properly the verb rather than the noun in non-English languages. Fixed an issue where the achievement from displaying numbers correctly. Fixed an issue that prevented markers in the Destroy the Pollutants and Cover Yourself in Rot and Get Examined by the Ward event from being removed. Which, that sounds like such a poor way of doing that. Fixed an issue that prevented the Rot effect from being removed from all players upon completion of Destroy the Pollutants and Cover Yourself in Rot and Get Examined by the Ward event. I'm gonna stop saying the phrase fixed an issue. Let's see. Fixed. Prevented the Bog Queen from vanishing after defeat the Bog Queen after she floods the area with maggots, failing. Fixed. Bog Queen's name vanishes from the UI during defeat the Bog Queen before she floods the area with maggots event. Fixed. Prevented the energy beams from vanishing after the maggot squishing phase concluded during defeat the Bog Queen. Lowered the scaling for the maggot squishing phases during Defeat the Bog Queen before she floods the area with maggots event. Fixed a server crash that could occur during the Defend the Coden from the Bog Bodies while they gather peat event. A server crash? Wow. Yeah, I've done that event maybe 3 times. I just never saw that. Warclaws and Warclaw Cubs at the Journeykin Outpost now play an animation when petted by players completing renowned hard activities. Oh my gosh, they buffed petting the cats. Fixed an issue that caused Warclaw scat at the Journeykin Outpost to float. I mean, some poop floats. I mean, if they told me that wasn't a bug, I'd be like, okay. Fixed an issue that prevented hiding Titan spawn from respawning in coursing upland. Fixed an issue that caused a conversation in Roaring Falls to loop on itself. Fixed an issue that caused corrupted ice shard bundles for the Star-Crossed Lover's achievement to have incorrect respawn time. Fixed an issue that prevented multiple players from turning in Warclaw Cubs simultaneously during the Get the Warclaw Cubs back in their pens for the Eat the Cabbages. Yeah, that one, you had to have, like, everybody was spam clicking the turn in, but it would only take one at a time. Fixed an issue that prevented post-completion UI timer from appearing during Get the Warclaw Cubs back in their pen before the Eat the Cabbages event. Fixed an issue that caused only 11 out of 12 Coden Cubs to be available during the Lowland Shore hide-and-seek adventure. That's so troll. Fixed an issue that... I can't find the 12th kid. He's just gone. Fixed an issue that sometimes prevented the fish transformation from being removed from players who had not completed the Salmon Race event. I just assumed that that was the race change that people have been asking for years. They're fish now. Fixed an issue that prevented the scoreboard from updating with the latest completion time for Lowland Shore hide-and-seek adventure. Endurance refreshing orbs and salmon race run event and adventures now also refresh the player's flap charges. Fixed an issue that prevented rangers from summoning their pets after completing salmon run races or adventures. I experienced that once. I just switched templates and switched back to fix it, but that was weird. Fixed an issue that prevented a wisp from crossing the stream while completing the search below the lake near the shore that's home to drakes. Hint in the Tales of the Lowland Wisps collection. Fixed an issue that caused the Autumn Vale's renowned heart NPC, Shading Willow, to take a Shade Rock Salamander when players choose the option to turn in a Mohawk Bream. I got nothing. Fixed an issue that allowed the Savant of Dance achievement to be awarded early during Dance Among the Coden event. You have to earn it. Fixed an issue that prevented some players who unlocked the Cryptid Chase collection from earning progress on other characters. Janthier Sentry. Fixed an issue with a fishing node in Janthier to spawn outside map boundaries. Fixed an issue with resource nodes in Janthier spawning outside map boundaries. Fixed an issue sometimes causing bloodstone elementals in Janthier to revert to their default pose when killed. Yes, the T-pose. Fixed lurking and unlurking animation issues that affected several of the ghost animals in Assist Ecto's paranormal research event. Fixed an issue that caused the failure announcements for Stop Greer from draining Bloodstone and Stop Decima from draining Bloodstone events to play twice. Added an announcement to the Stop Greer from draining Bloodstone event to clarify that Greer's Titan spawn must be eliminated to expose his Defiance bar. Updated Greer and Decima's Warclaw checkpoints to indicate the next checkpoint in the sequence. I assume that's like when you're running laps around them on the Warclaw and it's showing you the markers that you have to hit to chain them up. Reduce the radius of Greer and Decima's Warclaw checkpoints to more closely match visual effect. Slightly increase the spacing of Greer and Decima's Warclaw checkpoints to reduce overlap. Fixed an issue that prevented Warclaw checkpoints from recognizing the player if they were standing in one when first using Chain Pull on a Titan. Fixed an issue that caused interactive plants in the Help the Coden Gather Forage Plants and Animal Meat events to remain interactive after the required amount had been turned in. The map Portal to Lowland Shore now correctly displays its name. I assume that's the one in the homestead? It is no longer possible to trigger... Oh wait, no, this is from in Janthier Sentry, never mind. It's no longer possible to trigger the concerned researcher's conversation again after the dialogue completes and rescue the Storm Chaser. Fixed an issue that prevented the Don't Drop That achievement from requiring participation in the Collect and Turn in Debris from the Shore and Enemies event. Fixed an issue that allowed people to leave and re-enter the Collect and Turn in Debris from the Shore and Enemies event radius to regain eligibility for the Don't Drop That achievement. Fixed an issue that could cause the expedition members' combat behavior to stall the following Guiding Star and their team on the expedition event. The Firewatch achievement now indicates which events still need to be completed. Boss cameras have been standardized across several events. I wonder if that's going to like zoom out so you see more, which sometimes happens in like raids and stuff. Fixed an issue that caused dialogue heard when approaching any of the Help the Code and Gather Foraged Plants and Animal Meat events to repeat excessively. I have seen that one, that was annoying. Fixed an issue that prevented the boss enemy and the Follow Guiding Star in the Team in the Expedition event from despawning correctly.
Always great getting a good summary of issues and comments from the great Mr. at Mukluk. Thank you again for all the fun and excitement, D.
You're very welcome, SM Fox. Thank you for the sub. Fixed an issue that prevented some enemies in the Clear Rising Blooms Garden of Mistburned Flowers event from being aggressive toward players. Fixed an issue that prevented animals in the Help the Code and Gather Forage Plants and Animals Meat event from consistently dropping meat when defeated. They're not supposed to consistently drop meat. Fixed an issue that caused some enemies in Help Gleaning Cops clean up the rotting plants and clear out rotting enemies events to display incorrect lurking animations. Fixed an issue that caused Curious Remedies dialogue during the Collect Affected Flora Samples for Curious Remedies research event to come from the wrong location. Disabling a Mursat relic no longer rewards double progress toward Hero of the Woods. Yeah, that was... I kind of figured that was a bug. Because it was like, you know, disable 30 of them, and every time you would disable one of them, you would get credit for 2. Rising Bloom no longer retains the Poetic Justice Achievement eligibility notice after the Clear Rising Bloom's Garden of Mistburned Flowers event ends. Fixed an issue that prevented Clear the Infestation of Grubs from granting Renown Heart progress on completion. More events in and around Festering Basin and Janthier Sentry now grant Renown tokens. Holy crap. Okay. I kind of feel lucky because of all the bugs that we just read. I think I had seen like less than 20% of those firsthand. Holy cow. General, added a key binding option for the Conjured Doorway Mastery skill. Yes! Okay, yes. So currently in the game, you can hotkey this button down here and have doorway selected, but you couldn't give the doorway its own button. I am very happy for that change. Alright. The Lowland Code and Expertise effect can now be purchased once per character each day, rather than being limited to once per day per account. Oh. PvE Warclaw Uncover added a slight cooldown between uses to prevent adverse effects. Fixed an issue that caused skill 3 to flash endlessly. I saw that one. Glad to see that fixed. Yeah, the 3 skill was just blinking constantly. Homesteads. Fixed an issue that caused several glyphs to grant fewer bonuses than expected when applied to the Harvest Collection box. So that one I can explain in depth. Glyph of Volatility, for example. If you use it on a tree, when you hit the tree, you do hit, hit, hit. It takes 3 hits, and then it chops the tree down in most cases. So you'll get the Volatile Magic 3 times. Mining, tap, 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 you get Volatile Magic 3 times. But harvesting, like gathering crops, you just do 1 hit. So it gives you triple the amount to match the others. In the Homestead, when you use the box of the Volatile Glyph to harvest everything, you are getting like a fraction of the normal amount of Volatile Magic. And that was probably because they didn't have it tripled for crops. Like, it was working fine for logging and fine for mining, but the gathering, it was giving less than intended. So hopefully this fixes that. Updated the Handy Worker crafting level unlocked at each tier of the Homesteading Mastery to reach mastery to match mastery descriptions. This change will retroactively affect players who have already unlocked Homesteading Mastery tiers. Decorating. Fixed an issue that prevented place decorations from being edited, and the instant ground targeting mode setting was enabled. Convergences reduced the damage and bleeding sacks of Umbriel's Rending Storm. Reduced Umbriel's maximum health. Personal story. Fixed an issue in the Norn version of the prologue Tyrian Alliance story chapter that could prevent the map marker indicating Scarty's location in Holbrak from being displayed properly. Relocated the Shining Blade Guard, who directs players to speak to Countess Anise during the human version of the prologue, Tyrian Alliance story chapter further from the Queen's Throne Room entrance to avoid confusion. I didn't even consider that, because yeah, the first part of the prologue for me was to go to Radasum and chat with one of my college buddies. So I guess each race probably goes to their capital city and has some slight differences there. Fixed a rendering issue that affected interactive books in the Unknown Territory story instance and Lowland Shore. The door in Moon Camp Covert in the Unknown Territory story chapter instance now has visible names to identify them as interactive objects. Fixed an issue in the Unknown Territory story chapter that caused the captured Warclaw's rope lead to become improperly detached if the player transformed. Corrected text in the Unknown Territory story chapter that swapped the names of the Bonfire Lodge and Journeykin Pins points of interest. Fixed an issue in the Unknown Territory chapter that prevented dogs from being petted. Thank God! Fixed an issue in the Diplomacy and Discovery story chapter that could cause Malice to interrupt herself. Fixed an issue in the Home Sweet Home story chapter that allowed destructible objects in the first story instance to be damaged prior to being tasked with cleaning up the homestead, which could stall the instance. Corrected text in the Home Sweet Home story chapter that used an outdated terminology and a hint directing players to a particular area of the crafting tab. Extended the instance boundaries of all story steps that take place in the homestead environment to allow players to reach the portals to other maps, preventing them from being stuck in the instance. I did not get stuck in there, but I did hear of a few people that did. They didn't have the leave instance button, so they just kind of logged out and back in to fix it. But it was like a brief moment of panic. Fixed an issue in the Strangers Among Lands story chapter that prevented Counselor Ludo and Asura players from having an appropriate view from their podiums during the Tyrian Alliance emergency meeting instance. Yeah, so the podium is the same height no matter what race you play, but if you play Asura, they give you an apple box to stand on so that you can see over the podium. But there's a later part where you come back to that meeting room and your box isn't there. So you don't have a box to stand on, so you can't see over the podium. Fixed an issue in the Strangers Among Lands story chapter that prevented certain conversation options with Livia in the Tyrian Alliance emergency meeting instance from being logged in the chat box. Fixed an issue in Strangers Among Lands story chapter that caused the optional step to speak to the Tyrian Alliance delegates in the emergency meeting instance to complete before everyone could be spoken to. Added an occasional pop-up hint of the storm clouds over Janthir's story chapter to inform players who drop the bow bundle, used during Index Sickly Wildlife Health and Slithering Outskirts step, where to get a new one. Corrected text in the storm clouds over Janthir chapter to reflect the correct map sector Poised Arrow can be found in, and corrected text in the storm clouds over Janthir chapter that directs players to talk to Arid Esker and referred to Storm Research Camp in Janthir Century by an outdated name. Fixed an issue in Against the Wall story chapter that caused Poised Arrow to become stuck inside collision boundaries. Fixed an issue in Against the Wall that caused a Warclaw race checkpoint to reappear during subsequent uses of chain pull on the boss. Added additional fail-safe measures in the Against the Wall story chapter to prevent the boss from being killed prematurely and blocking progression. Added an achievement eligibility effect for the electrical interference achievement when the player is in the story instance. Fixed an issue that caused eligibility for the Seed Savvy achievement to be removed by manually dropping the seed bundle rather than upon taking damage. Fixed an issue that prevented conductive mineral deposits from displaying story markers in storm clouds over Janthir's story chapter. Oh my gosh, I'm glad to get through that section. Well, I mean, it is the first patch after an expansion. There's gonna be a lot of little bugs they found, and it's nice to see them squashing them. Items. Increase the amount of Rift Essence awarded when using Fine Masterwork and Rare Motivations. Adjusted the Bearkin War Helm's default dies. Updated the name of the Janthir Wilds Hero's Choice Chest to Janthir Century Hero's Choice Chest. Zoteric in Hooligan's Route in Alliance Arch now sells unique rewards from previous bonus events. These items may be offered again as achievement rewards in the future, but we cannot guarantee that the associated bonus events will occur again or that these rewards will be offered when and if they do. New items will be added to Zoteric's inventory once a sufficient amount of time has passed since the associated event. Interesting. I'll have to go check him out and see if there's anything of note there. Updated mini Mr. Ribbington's item icon to properly display his hat. I believe that's the frog that has the top hat. Fixed an issue that caused the Heat Core infusion to display incorrect values for its power and agony resistance. That's the infusion that comes with the Falling Star Spear. I recently did a guide on getting the Ascended Spear, Glove, and Infusion from the Wizard Vault. It unlocks like a little quest line. It's actually pretty fun, and it's short. But you do the quest line, and then you get the Spear, the Glove, and the Infusion had power and agony resistance on it. But the numbers that were on it were flip-flopped from the numbers you actually got from equipping it. The Falling Star Spear and Meteor Wielder's Glove acquired from the Falling Star Quest license now have selectable attributes. Very nice. So the part of the video guide I made that talked about Mystic Forge stat changing is completely irrelevant now. Love making a guide for something and having it go out of date in 3 days. That's my favorite. The birthday vendor in Lion's Art. Honestly, it's a good change. It's a good change. It sucks for me, who just made a video on that there's something that's not correct, but it is a good change. The birthday vendor in Lion's Arch will now reward players who have celebrated their 10th birthday in Guild Wars 2 with the Dragon Decade Spear skin, which has the same appearance as the Dragon Decade Staff skin. The birthday vendor in Lion's Arch will now reward players who have celebrated their 5th birthday in Lion's Arch the Luminous Partisan Spear skin, which has the same appearance as the Luminous Pillar Staff skin. These are, I think these are both staff skins that look similar to spears, and now you can use them as spears also. Adjusted the description text for the Lowland Shore and Janthir Century Renowned tokens to provide more information on their usage. Fix the attribute prefix selection and attributes given on the Knotted Rope Ring, Ring of the Crustacean, and Wood Rune Ring. Fixed an issue that caused several raid homestead decoration recipes to be listed for the wrong price. Recipe Sigil of Demon Slaying no longer drops if the player knows the recipe. Updated items can be deployed to provide beneficial effects such as Feast to display a preview of the effects they provide. Oh, that is nice. So Feast will now, okay, that is so good for newer players. So they will now say what the food buff does. That is so good. I like it. See, that's a good quality of life change I didn't even know I needed. Structured PvP. The beta event for the new Push game mode starts today. The beta map will be active during the mini-season that starts today at noon Pacific time and run until 5 p.m. Pacific time on September 23rd. The map will also be available in custom arenas. Learn more about this event in this blog post. And I had a video recently where I talked about the upcoming Push game mode. It's a very similar idea to, you know, escort the payload, or like push the payload back and forth from other games such as Overwatch, Final Fantasy XIV has a game mode like that that's pretty recent. It's called Crystal something. Friggin' Team Fortress, going back, decades at this point. Like, this is a game mode that has been popular in many games for an extremely long time, and they're trying it out here. New tiers of the Path of Victory achievement have been added to the new PvP Champions Series panel. The new tiers award an enumerated version of the Champion of Champions title. World vs. World. The Mist-charged Jade Ascended trinkets can be purchased from the Skirmish Supervisor merchant, now have access to all attribute options. Their attribute selection can be reset with Mist capacitors. That is very cool. The Skirmish Supervisor and a permanent portable provisioner merchant now offer items in exchange for the Canthan crafting material coffers and desert crafting material coffers. Portable provisioner merchant. Is that this thing or is that something else? Maguma, Crystal, hold on a sec. Let me read that again. Canthan and desert crafting. Cantha? Cantha bulk exchanges. I don't remember if that was already there. There's Cantha, there's desert, but I don't recall if these were already here or not. So that might be referring to the portable wizard tower. You know what? I'm going to get ahead of this right now. Right now, someone is furiously typing, oh my god, that inventory. Look, here's enough room for you and your opinion. I'm just going to set you in the future. You know who you are. Shut up. Okay, back to the notes. All right. Where were we? Hero weapons are now available from the Skirmish Supervisor as a one-time purchase for players who have unlocked the associated skin. Woad armor skins are now available from the Skirmish Supervisor. Fire Shattering Bolt increased the power coefficient from 5.6 to 6.4. Fire Reinforced Shot decreased the cooldown from 40 to 32 seconds. Increased Warclaw's Chain Pool skill damage to 1000. Decreased Chain Pool's cooldown to 1 second. Profession skills. Spear fixed an issue that prevented the appropriate impact animation from playing when a character lands at high velocity. No. General, Relic of the Stormsinger, fixed an issue that prevented this relic from working with certain skills. Thief, Shattering Assault, fixed an issue that could prevent this skill from canceling auto attacks when it applied stealth to the player. Engineer, Roiling Skies can now strike down targets. Amplifying Slice, fixed an issue that caused the skill to unintentionally evade. Devastator, this skill now evades. Okay. Guardian. Solar Storm now displays red warning rings instead of orange when used by an enemy player. Symbol of Luminance fixed an issue that occasionally prevented this skill's audio from playing. Helio Rush fixed an issue that occasionally prevented this skill from granting the illuminated effect even if an enemy was struck. Mesmer, Phantasmal Lancer, fixed an issue that prevented the skill from summoning a phantasm when used on an evading enemy, and Echo of Memory, exact same thing. Revenant. Alright, I think we can all expect some nerfs here. Let's find out. Abyssal Blot updated the damage skill facts to be accurate in PvP and World v World. Okay, tooltip fix. Abyssal Strike reduced torment duration from 6 seconds to 4, and the Abyssal Raise cooldown reduction from 1.5 seconds to 1 in PvE. Double small nerf. Abyssal Force reduced the Abyssal Raise cooldown from 10 seconds to 5 in PvE only. Sorry, the way I said it was insane. What it actually said was reduce Abyssal Raise cooldown reduction from 10 seconds to 5. Not the cooldown, the cooldown reduction. That is a very different sentence. Abyssal Raise reduced torment duration from 6 seconds to 4. Now, for anyone surprised by this, let me explain really quickly. Currently before this patch hit, a support Revenant with Spear could do more damage than nearly any DPS build before Spears came out, while supporting. That is how insane the Revenant Spear kit was this last week. This is not a surprise. I will see if this is enough to get it at the right level. Maybe this is not enough. Maybe this is too much. I'm not saying it is or is not. I'm just saying it is not a surprise that they're nerfing Rev Spear. It has been wild. It has been absolutely wild. Okay. Warrior. Heightened Focus. Fixed an issue that prevented this trait from functioning with Spear burst skills. Path to Victory reduced attack range from 450 to 240. Valiant Leap reduced base heal from 975 to 655 in PvP. Line Breaker reduce the base heal from... Oh, we're talking about staff now. Reduce the base heal from 1320 to 840 and the healing power scaling from 1.75 to 1 in PvP. Just to pause here really quick. This last... during the launch of Janthier, I spent a few days in PvP. It was my first time in PvP in 4 months. And I had some matches where I really enjoyed myself, and I had some other matches that inspired me to make the What's Wrong with PvP video, but this is not about that. While I was in there, virtually every single warrior I saw was running Spellbreaker, Staff, Spear. I can't think of a single warrior I saw that wasn't running that setup. It is extremely good. Spellbreaker offers insane CC. The Staff, it offers a lot of mobility and sustain. They were out healing the people that were running actual healing builds, and they were murdering people. And the Spear skill offered a lot of damage. So this seems targeted toward that. Defiant Roar, reduce the base heal from 1320 to 1k, and the healing power scaling from 1.0 to 0.7 in PvP. Harrier's Toss, reduce the damage coefficient from 1.2/1.5/1.8 to 1.0/1.25/1.5, based on Adrenaline in World v World. Maiming Spear, reduce the cooldown from 8 seconds to 6 in World v World. Reduce the initial hit damage coefficient from 0.9 to 0.8 in World v World. Spear Martial Support now performs an initial attack. This attack must hit a target for the follow-up attacks to occur. Reduce the damage coefficient from 0.4 to 0.25 in PvP and World v World. So that kind of makes it similar to when a ranger uses the Warhorn skill that summons a flock of birds that attacks you, or when a firebrand uses their offhand focus to call down the laser that goes to hit you. If you can dodge the application, you can avoid the whole thing. But if it locks onto you, like the application hits you, you can use dodges to avoid getting hit with a tick or two in the middle, but it will keep attempting to hit you. Spear Swipe, the skill is no longer unblockable, increases the cooldown from 20 seconds to 25 in PvP, reduce the cooldown refund on a successful evasion from 6 seconds to 2 seconds in PvP. Defiant Stance, reduce the duration from 4 seconds to 3 in PvP. So virtually everything here is a nerf to, in my very brief experience in in PvP since the Janthier launch, this is a nerf to the build I saw every single warrior playing. Now it was an incredibly powerful build. I don't know if this is again, I'm not saying this is enough. I'm not saying this is too much. Not sure. Time will tell, but it doesn't surprise me to see these changes. And that's the end of the list. Let's do a refresh, and that is it for now. Okay. Woo! All right, so that is the first patch to hit since Janthier launched, or the first major patch, I should say. So, a lot of interesting stuff here, and yeah, if you have any comments on this, any questions, problems, thoughts, concerns, or anything I missed, as always, put it in the comments down below. Quick check on the Black Lion trading post. Is there anything new for sale right now? There is a bunch of past items that are up that are on sale. Don't know if there is anything new here, but there is a sale on a ton of skins that have been here before. Shared inventory 20% off. Indeed. Indeed they are. Is there anything new in the Black Lion chest? No, still the surfing sword. Very cool, but not new. All right. With that, I will leave it here, and as always, I will find you in the comment section down below. Okay, there we go. That's a news video. Easy peasy. The new thing for homesteads, yeah. There's a new item in the BLC. Oh no! Was there? What was in there? I missed it. I don't see it. Download the patch and look again. There is something new, but you didn't update the game. Oh, no. Okay, hang on a sec. Launching my game. I'll pin a comment under the video then. It's downloading. Both BLChess and BLTC have some new stuff. New homestead building, it looks like, too. Okay, hang on. 2 new spear skins are on the birthday vendor for free. Okay. It's downloading right for your lives, yeah. Oh no, Arc DPS is breaking. Please don't crash me, Arc. I just saw an error message pop up. And Arc DPS just crashed me. God dang it. This is y'all's fault. Y'all told me to update my game. Hang on. Hang on. Add-ons. Delete Arc DPS. Is that enough? Alright, let's see if I can log in now. Or if I need to delete those other files. Alright. Chat, give me just a minute. Sorry. I have really got to use the restroom. And it cannot wait. I will put on some music and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we are back. All right, chat. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, just a minute. Let me finish fixing the ARC TPS issue. Actually, wait, did we do enough? Let's see if I can log in now. Let's see if this did it. Thank you all for waiting. Sorry, upset tummy. Interrupted on YouTube chat says, I'm thinking of getting into Guild Wars 2. What DLC should I buy? Hello, Interrupted. First off, if you're really interested in playing, I've got a link here. This will get you the entire base game for free. And then you can just try it out literally all the way to max level and see if you like it before you spend a penny on it. However, if you are, you've already determined that you think it looks good and you're going to try it out, you can, you do have a lot of expansions to choose from. Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire is probably the most bang for your buck, because if you buy Path of Fire, you get Heart of Thorns for free. And so that's a 2-for-1. Those are the first 2 expansions they made, so they're a little cheaper because they're older, but they are still max level content that people still do today. End of Dragons, Secrets of the Obscure, and Janthier Wilds have come out since then, and they each add a lot of new content to the game. Okay, we got a mail. Why do we get mail? Fractal Rush, okay. And let's see. There is new stuff in the gem store. Plush Pals Homestead Package. So is this literally just like gives you the ability to make plushies to put in your home, I guess? Okay. And where's the Black Lion chest? Black Lion chest. It did change. Maguma sword. Acclaimed Militia chest piece skin. Okay, there's like a little metal on it. It's got a popped collar in there too. Okay. Isn't the best deal the full Dragon's Decade bundle? It's like 100 of your local currency though. The full, okay, so if you are, Muck, there was a news post. Yes, I just finished reading it. Yeah. Wait, be aware that the normal launcher and the Steam versions aren't 100% the same. So, true, yes. If you're playing it on Steam, you have to use the Steam store. If you're playing it on the standalone client, which is the thing I linked, sorry, I sometimes forget that there's 2 separate ones, then you would need to use the Guild Wars 2 store. ArenaNet posted an Instagram reel showing off those plushies. The Dragon's Decade bundle is $100, I think, $100 US, but it also includes all of the Living World seasons. Muck, you should look into Nexus. It auto-disables RTPS. I did look into Nexus, and I had some people that know programming better than I do, like people I trust, look at it, and they saw some fishy stuff in the code, so I've never touched it. So maybe someday I'll have them check it again, and I will consider using it. But right now, I haven't touched it. I tried it, but my PC is fine. That doesn't make... Downloading something and then saying my PC is fine doesn't make that something safe. The new event merchant is awesome. Let's see. Where is the new event merchant? Where's the patch notes? One sec. Hold on. Tabbing over. Let's see. That's not it. There's another news post about Black Line stuff, not the patch notes. Where's the new merchant? You did the patch notes, but not the news post. Oh, did I? Well, send me a link to the news post then. Just got here, did spears get nerfed? Some of them did. Hooligan's Route and Lion's Arch. Let's see, travel to Lion's Arch. Pet Chip. Chip is... I don't know where Chip is. He's not in here, though. Probably in a sunbeam somewhere. Oh, there's a big crowd of people. Bonus event merchant.
Different.
Let's see. Expedition Cape. Let's see. Worn Voltaic Spear. Fractal Troubleshooter Star. Troubleshooter Tags. Endless bonus box tonic. Endless bonus chest tonic. Endless shiny chest tonic. Endless angry champion angry chest tonic. Turns you into a mimic.
This is for you.
Fractal Gate portal scroll. Cell jump. Okay. Birthday vendor at the top by chest.
Greetings.
Yep, there it is. Dragon Decade Spear Skin. Why is it sideways? Okay, so, and it's 0. Oh, it's free. I could just get it. Okay, buy and buy. There we go, skins unlocked. Okay. That's cool. So they basically made it to where spear skins that looked kind of spearish in the past, they're just making them be spear skins also. That's nice. I remembered another bug, sometimes not always, when you queue to PvP match outside Heart of the Mist and then you want to exit the queue, it will port you to Heart of the Mist. I haven't seen that. I know if you go through a zone line while in a queue, you will leave the queue. Where'd you say this was? Right here. Sun Spear, Spear Skin win. That makes too much sense. Haven't seen a link to the news post yet. Hold on. Guild Wars 2 news post. I love that when you type in Guild Wars 2 news post, my video is the first thing that comes up. That's fantastic. Good job, Google. All right, introducing soft squishy friends. Okay, so let's see. What is there to show? I'll make an addition. I'm gonna have to edit today. Ew. I'm gonna have to edit today. All right, so there was new stuff in the chest and on the merchant. Thank you so much. And there's a news post as well. Okay. All right, some late additions to the news that were visible just a few minutes after my game updated after doing the previous patch notes. In Lion's Arch, right here, there is a few new vendors. For example, there's this one right here that sells old birthday stuff. And of special note in here, you can buy for 0 coppers a couple of spear skins that you may have missed in the past, notably the Dragon Decade Spear Skin and Luminous Partisan, which I believe used to both be staff skins, and now they are also spear skins, so you could pick these up if you meet the requirements for them for 0 copper from this merchant. So that is good, and then additionally, the Black Lion chest did in fact get updated today. I was mistaken on that earlier because my game had not updated yet. We've got Maguma skins here. The Sky Seal package is still there, and then there's also an Acclaimed Militia chest piece, which is this shirt that has like a little emblem on it, so like you got a Medal of Valor or something. And then aside from that, on the Black Lion Trading Company, there is these things, and they've actually got a video, so I'll just show the video. So over here, squishy, soft friends for your lovely homestead are here. And then there's this. I feel like Iron Maiden is gonna lose her mind when she sees this stuff. This, to me, just screams Iron Maiden. Oh my lord. There's the Acclaimed Militia chest piece on taller people. There we go. All right, so there is the footage of it. And let's see. Plush Pals Homestead Package. Sweet and precious fluffy pals will keep you company and even soothe you after a nightmare with their cuteness. Our first Homestead Package includes the Plush Quaggan Pal, Plush Choya Pal, Plush Bird Pal, Plush Bearhead Pal. When you purchase this package, not only do you get one of each of these adorable decorations, you also permanently unlock the handiwork recipe for them as well. If you have enough materials, you can create a giant plush mountain in your homestead. The Plush Pals Homestead Package is available now for 800 gems. I'm imagining someone just hitting the cap on how much stuff you can have in your homestead in one room with plushies. Black Lion Chest Update, Shrouded Verdant. Inside each chest, you're guaranteed to find a redeemable Black Lion statuette, fine Black Lion die canister, green, and 2 common items. You also have a chance to find something rarer in the 5th slot, including special items, glyphs, and skins from the Maguma weapon collection and the White Tiger weapon collection. Exclusive item is the acclaimed militia chest piece skin, which we just saw in the video. Dazzling crystals adorn the military coat, celebrating the many conquests of your illustrious journey. The perfect garb to match the gorgeous mythic weapon skins. Be as mythical as the stories whispered in distant realms. The acclaimed militia chest piece skin is a new exclusive drop from Black Lion Chests. What's in stock? Strut down the Tyrian streets and impress everyone with your amazing new outfits. Starting September 13th and continuing for the next few days, select outfits are 20% off, including Astral Scholar outfit, Infused Samurai, Adventurous Cat outfit, Balthazar's Regalia, and many more. Shine on. Also, don't forget this is the last week to purchase Janther Wild's supply drop requisition. For information on the items you receive in the supply drop, like the Wisteria Spear Skin and the Wild's Expedition contract, check out the recent blog. Returning this week, from today until September 17th, shared inventory slots are available at an incredible 20% discount. If a tidy and organized inventory is your thing, this is perfect for you. Available now in the gem store. And that's it. All right, I think with that, we have filled in the remainder of what I did not know had come out for the news. And as always, any questions, problems, thoughts, concerns, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll fight you there. Okay, there we go. I almost hit stop streaming. I want to show you guys something. When I record something on my own time, here's the start recording button, and it becomes a stop recording button. So sometimes when I finish recording something, I click this, and then it goes back to not being read. So I finished recording that, and then I almost clicked stop streaming, and then I was like, wait, that's bad right now. I shouldn't do that. I was the dumb. I was the dumb. Okay. I'll have to edit those together. Yeah, just and then stream just ends, just abrupt. Were there always 2 new buildings north of the waypoint in the homestead? Man, I do not freaking know. Let me see. Alright. My wife brought me a hot dog. Oh. Here's my homestead waypoint. I'm looking north of it. I see no buildings. Did you lie to me? What's this bread? I think this is a sourdough hot dog bun. It's good. It's funny that someone thinks there's a patch because they see new buildings in their homestead, but it's probably just they left some guy with permissions who came in and made stuff in his homestead. Silly question. Since when can you see your other characters in your homestead? If they're logged out in your homestead, they'll show up there. The change in homestead portal positions. Let me see. Oh my god, why? Yeah, the Lowland Shore one was on the right. Why have they done this? Honestly, I think they need to trim back this wall a bit so you can clearly see that there's 3 portals there from the outside. It's not a huge thing, but I would like that rock to be shaved down a bit. Mitch says, I want to see the mini skirt on Muck's character. What? What new mini skirt? What are you talking about? Data mine for that shaman? Oh. Muck, have you found the secret mine entrance? No. I know of the main mine entrance. Data mine stuff from that show. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't show the data mine stuff on stream. So as a ArenaNet partner, if something is like not out yet and it's like it's unreleased, I shouldn't talk about it because either A, it's not real and I'm spreading misinformation, or B, it is real and I'm putting it on blast before they're ready for it to be on blast and they're not happy with that. So either way, it's bad for me. So I'm not gonna like delete the chat or anything. Y'all are welcome to talk about it, but I'm not gonna like pull it up and show it on stream or anything like that. Bluebell says, did they fix the Winter's Day tree? Do you mean that it wasn't collecting with the rest of the stuff? Muck, you're literally in a mine made of data. You wanna really get your mind blown? When you are in a house in a video game and it has a light in it, like a light bulb, that light bulb is powered by electricity in the real world. It's true. Expand your mind. Oh. Hello, Mark. Hello, Anodic.
Look at the sinews on those legs.
Muck, can you take a look at my Patreon at some point? Yeah, I saw you posted a message to me about it after I started the stream. So I haven't had like 1 minute outside of stream since you sent that message to look at it yet, but I did see it. Yeah, I will definitely take a look at that afterward. I will. How would you pronounce the letter O with dots above it? I don't know. I only know one language, and it doesn't have that. So I'm guessing it's like O or A or Oo or something like that. And if it's not, well, then I'm wrong. Or it's a face. It's like someone going, ooh! And it's like the dots are little eyes. It could be an emote. Maybe just do a dash next to it, so it's like the guy going, you know, doing the pointing. Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's the sound you make when you're getting up from a couch when you're in your 40s. Lol. Now that you're done with the Black Myth Wukong, we can have potato filters back. Yeah, we'll see. Dude, these new games, I swear to God, the only game I have played that was like really well optimized in the last decade was probably Ghost of Tsushima. Like every game is like, it's 150 gigs, it's fine. And it's just like, I do not know how to optimize stuff anymore. Ghost of Tsushima was a game that was incredibly beautiful, insanely detailed. Like, you had, like, every blade of grass getting rendered, and yet, for some reason, traveling across the world didn't take 3 seconds. Like, loading screens were, I could not count to, like, you know, 1, 2, 3. It was always done loading by 3 seconds. It's crazy. What's your take on that you can't build or make decorations for friends anymore? I mean, you can just give them the supplies and have them hit craft all. It's just, before, it was pulling supplies from one player and making the stuff for another player, which was not intended. So what was happening is people would think they'd be making stuff for themselves, and they would find out that wasn't the case, then open tickets. So ArenaNet is trying to reduce how many tickets they're getting on based on that. What profession or elite spec has the highest survivability? It depends on the situation, but Reaper has a whole second hit point bar. That's pretty huge. And that second hit point bar has like 50% damage reduction. So that one comes to mind. Uh, 30 of 8. I mean, there's been plenty of like small indie-ish games I've played recently that I really enjoyed. Domekeeper, I did a positive review video for, and Domekeeper it's like little pixel art. And this was really enjoyable, and this game was very, very small to install. Because it's so simple. But yeah, I'm mainly referring to the games that look like incredibly high detailed and stuff like that. And it was like, you know, Black Myth Wukong took like my whole computer to run it, like every bit of it. And then Space Marine 2 was pretty close. But before that, Ghost of Tsushima, which was just as beautiful, it was fine. It was way better optimized. Are you going to play Pish? I guess I should try it. I guess it's that time, isn't it? Let's see. Enter lobby. I just noticed daily stream 2300. Yeah, it is a nice round number today, isn't it? It is daily stream 2300. Do you think they will add Orion's Spear at some point? You mean like, I assume you mean like Generation 3 Legendary Spear? I'm not counting. No, because they said Janthier will have a Legendary Spear and a Legendary Backpack. So they're probably just going to skip it. I mean, they could, though. I could be wrong. I'm just not counting on it. Let's see. I just want to change my loadout here. Yeah, see, this was a staff skin. Alright. Shy Paj, you still here? Do you want to pish? I think he's probably gone. He just does drive-bys these days. Alright. So ranked is push, right? I think so. The NPC didn't list out the Decade Spear for me. Is it like an X birthdays thing? Yes, you have to have it unlocked. Muck, you make me hungry. It's 2 a.m. here. Can't buy anything. You know, when a time recently where I got super hungry and it was really not the time to be hungry. Some of you may have seen. Wait. Dang it! This is... What? Okay, I wanted to play Pish, but this is not Pish. We'll see. Anyway, some of you may have noticed the Generation 3 Legendary Bacon emote. The Bacon emote, when the... Okay, I guess I'm playing around with this, whether I like it or not. I was talking to the emote artist for that. And they sent me the first picture of the emote, and I was like, this looks great. However, it looks a bit raw. It was like the meat was white and red. And I was like, can we make it a little more brown so it looks like cooked nice bacon, not just like a strip of raw meat? And they're like, what do you have in mind? So I'm Googling pictures of the best looking bacon I can find at like 2 a.m. and sending them the most delicious, delectable bacon I can locate. And I'm like, use the color palette from this picture. Dude, I was getting myself so freaking hungry for bacon. It was 2 in the morning. I was like, I cannot be thinking this much about bacon right now. But they did improve the graphic. And now we have Gen 3 Legendary Bacon. Had bacon this morning. Nice. I had Lucky Charms. Alright, well, time to embarrass myself in ranked play again. I hope y'all are ready, because I'm ready.
The match starts soon.
Alright, someone said that Piyush comes out at noon Pacific. I think that's in, what is that, 2 hours from now? Someone help me do time change math. I think that's 2 hours from now. So if that's the case, I might be able to try it this evening. What race is biggest, Norn or Char?
Seize theirs.
I think Char backpacks are larger, but they're just kind of hunched over, so it's not like, you know, up and down taller.
You've yielded the pier.
Search and rescue.
You've lost the market. The plaza is yours.
I'm rusty.
You've taken the market.
Tony Shark says hello.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
Got him. Look, what's the name of the welcome message plugin? Regions of Tyria? Is that what we're talking about? No one's called it a welcome message, so I'm not positive that's the one you mean.
My arena awaits. Prove your worth and gain my favor. You've taken the market.
This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. No! Dang it, the baby gates! Yeah, dang. I got hit with the baby gates from the Dragon Hunter, and it stunned me like 3 times. A guardian walks into a bar. There's no counter. I didn't have enough endurance to dodge that. I saw it coming, but I did not have enough endurance to dodge it.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor. You've yielded the pier.
Okay, got the thief down.
My arena awaits. Prove your worth and gain my favor. The plaza is lost.
Spamming chill on this guy.
You've taken the market.
Got the decap. Oh, hi. Tony, eat him.
You've yielded the pier.
We need sides. Pinging home node. Okay, I just got CC'd so many times. Gonna try to drop combat. That really hurt.
Yours. I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
I thought there'd be traps there. Just spamming conditions
My
on them.
arena awaits. Prove your worth and gain my favor.
I guess I'll save for the full cap. This is actually a pretty good game. Like the two teams are pretty equal. Yeah, we stun break.
You've taken the market. The plaza is lost.
Nice, we got him. That was a very sturdy Tempest.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
I thought he was gonna hop the wall, that's why I went over there.
My arena awaits. Prove your worth and gain my favor.
Glyph of the Stars, AoE Days, revived my teammate. We're getting out-rotated though.
The plaza is yours. You've yielded the pier.
Like pain.
Oh, that is not the real one.
You've taken the market. I am readying my arena. Come, mortals.
Unfortunately, it appears that I am more aware of what is required to win the match than my teammates are. Because I went for the win condition, and 3 enemies went to stop me, but the teammates didn't show up.
My arena awaits. Prove your worth and gain my favor.
If we can hold 2, we can win. It's gonna be close, though. But we do have to hold 2 for that to happen. And I'm sure they will try to backcap our home again, which they have the whole game. Wow. Shame for him that he didn't die on the point. Ah, there he goes. He's misforming. Wait, hold on. They're coming back. Look for the stars.
You've secured the
Wow.
clear.
Came back from the behind.
Your team
GG.
is victorious.
That was a fun little match. Actually, rather even teams. I'm surprised I'm a top on damage with my laser pointer, but because this build is basically meant as a stay alive, support the team, and supply a little bit of damage. But I guess I just stayed. I think I had 1 death. Oh, GG. Let's see, 25% of damage, 37% of healing, 25% of kills, no deaths, 3 revives, 1 defense. Okay. I'll show the build, because I got someone asking me about the build. I'll show it in a second. And to think that all happened because I wanted to play Peach. Okay. Avatar, Wayfinder, Divinity, Greatsword, Escape, Intelligence, Staff, Escape, Energy, blah, blah. There we go. What rank was that? Rank was... am I ranked right now? I have Decay because I haven't been playing, but I was in like Gold 3. I was Gold 2, Gold 3. Alright. Let's see. I'm still getting Seitung Shiver Peaks and Crichton Fish when fishing Janther Wilds. It's annoying to me the drop table is so diluted. I don't even know if that's intentional or not. Have you found Dragon Hunter with Spear in PvP? That PvP game was first one in a little bit. When was the last ones I did? Like 16 days ago was the last time I did a PvP match. So there, Dragon Hunter was the first one I'd seen in 2 weeks. Regenerative works when I turn Blish language to English. Weird. That is weird. A full team of people were expecting Peach. Have you read the patch notes yet? Yes, I have. I'll be putting it together into a video after the stream. I can go ahead and do a step of that. Hang on. Content creation. Give me just a second here. Highlights. Because there's 2 sections I need to cut out. Being worth putting on YouTube. So, you know, say hi to Mom. We'll find you in the comment section down below. But, alright, so Guild Wars 2, News, 9, 10, 24, Part 1. Add new. Okay. Alright, there's that. And this is the second part we added later on. So sometimes when I finish recording something, alright. Guild Wars 2, News, 9, 10, 24, Part 2. And then publish these. Okay, so that is going to take a little bit of time, and that is the next step of that. There we go. Okie dokie. If you had to choose one, would you go for the current legendary spear included in the starter kit, or wait for the new one? I mean, depends. I don't know what the new one looks like. So here's the thing. The stats are going to be identical. So it's just going to be, A, is one of them easier to get than the other, or B, is one of them hot than the other. That's it. It's going to be like, cosmetically, do you want it, or is it easier to obtain? The starter kit has like half of the stuff already done. So that will probably be the cheaper option, but I don't know what the next one's gonna look like. Considering Suwon's been removed from the roster, it would have wreaked havoc on the Tyrian fishery. Alright, so this whole thing was a mistake. I meant to do Peach. Hard to beat Shark on a stick. The noise does get really annoying for Shark on a stick. It does get really, really annoying. Because for those who don't know, every time you land a critical hit with the Shark, which if you're running a proper DPS build, every hit's a crit, it like you see like a ethereal shark come out of the ground and chomp the target, and it's like, no. So if you're doing like a lot of rapid hits, it's just like, it's like a beatboxing shark that just never stops. We can't turn it off. It turns off if you transmute the spear to look like a different spear. It's attached to that. Do you get the effect all the time or just with the shark skin? It's with the skin. It's with the skin. Do you have a guide for Firebrand World v World Zerg and a PvE healer or buff spec? I do not. The only World v World video guide I've ever made, which I'm proud to say changed the meta, was the arrow cart build. And that's a Ranger longbow build. For Firebrand World v World Zerg, I would have to defer to somebody else. You know, Guild Gen or Meta Battle or Hardstuck. You know, one of them probably have that. Okay. Let's... Wait, no, not that. Hold on a sec. I started opening the wrong program. I started typing G because I wanted to open GIMP, which is poor man's Photoshop. And then out of muscle memory, I typed in Guild Wars. And so I started opening a second Guild Wars, which is absolutely not what I needed at this time. It's not what I needed. Let's see. All right. I need to make a thumbnail for today's news chat. And I think I know exactly what the main background image should be. Spear Guardian is untouched. I am here to Willbender burst everyone. Yeah, Willbender, as someone who fights against those classes, and I'm not a member of those classes, Guardian and Warrior, I feel like I'm fighting the same spear. Both of them try to lock me down, and both of them then try to rain spears on me from above. Like, they both have the same gimmick in that regard. Okay, let's hide dancing. Let's hide the arrow. Can delete this thing. I just realized, look at the name of this layer. This is because this layer is a screenshot of a video that Noxxi sent me, and it still had Noxxi's file name. So this layer is called Welcome to the Homestead Fields, Mother Mucker. And this has nothing to do with homesteads. Dude, Noxxi is like, her crap is bleeding into my other programs. Alright, anyway. Let's see. Okay, so this is from today's news. Okay, there we go. There's our background image. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the most clickbait title ever. Rev Spear is dead. Have a plushie. Revenant Spear is dead. Or not. We got plushies though. There we go. And then make this text really small. There we go. Perfect. Clickbait. Can I offer you a plushie in this time of need? Rose Spear is still very strong, only DVS, yes. Hide Dennis in the middle. Do I still have a Dennis layer? I don't know if I have a Dennis layer in here. I've got I've got the Lord Heisen Mukluk. Oh! I think clickbait is amazing. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Caps lock. Clickbait. Let's see. Guild Wars 2. Ah, I tried to do a capital 2. News. Guild Wars 2 news. I'll just do that. I can put the rest of the title. All right. Let's see. And oh, actually, hold on. Let's add some color to one of these. There we go. Perfect. Select grow, 15 pixels, and black. There we go. Okay. Let's tilt the text a bit. Just to mess with it. How does that look? It's okay. Shows a few more of the plushies. One of the plush should have a wizard hat as an Easter egg. I don't know if I have a wizard hat layer. Oh, that's Condi's. You would think I of all people. Oh wait, there's Wizard Dennis. I found him. Whoa. Hold on a sec. There we go. All right, where does he go in this? There you go, an Easter egg. Alright. Anything else? Mug is a Norn warrior. Appreciate the direction of videos. It helps when I'm trying very hard to remember to breathe while walking. You're very welcome. Ugh. Mug, do we discuss data mine stuff here? You can in chat. I'm not going to talk about it, though. I'm going to be a good boy. I could do the excited emoji. Where is the minions layer? Oh, plushies. There we go. I think that's pretty good. You know, long ago, I actually got this idea from Wooden Potatoes using one of his emotes as like a reaction thing in each of his things. And it works great. Alright. Let's see. Thumbnails. Guild Wars 2, News 9, 10, 24. Should be MuklukYikes. Which one's MuklukYikes? Oh, this guy. I know. I don't often have to type my own emotes, so I was like, what? I'm very much someone that when I need an emote, I go down here and I click this, and then I just click the one I want. I don't remember the emote codes for even like my own emotes. I always use the GUI. I use the GUI. I see Wizard Dennis. Yeah, he's hiding. All right. No, he's excited. He's excited to see Revenant getting nerfed. Why is Rev Spear dead? It's not. That's why it says clickbait in the title. It says clickbait in the title. You didn't read the word clickbait. Let's see. Resolve. I might need to do this part after the stream. This is why I usually love getting all of this done in one go. But I made a mistake, as people pointed out, so I'm gonna have to actually edit this together just a little bit. That's how you know the clickbait. 90% of the comments of the video be like this. It's true. Rev Spear nerfed into the ground! You should have made an angry emote in the corner because you were enraged by Rev Spear being dead. No, it's a happy, joyous day. It's such a happy day. Isn't the threat of Rogue Cryptus still a thing? Yeah, you can go do Rift Hunts right now. Do you think we'll see a Rogue Cryptus versus Titan versus Commander Alliance battle? Maybe another team up with the Queen. I don't know. Not sure. Alright. Telling Twitch to download this. So the next thing I need to do, which will probably be after the stream, is I gotta download those 2 news readings that I did and then stitch them together in Resolve and then export it, and that'll take a while, and then put it on YouTube. What about it? You won't expect what happened to Spear title. That's fine. I've already made the thumbnail. It's done. We can't go back. It's too late. We can't go back. There's no brakes. The thumbnail train is one way. Oh yeah, Zenith Mayskin. I logged in the other day doing something just for a couple of minutes, and I hit 26,000 achievement points the other day. Was not expecting that. Roasted meaty sandwich. 86 copper, yes. Totally worth these extra mouse clicks. Minstrel weapon. Do I have all these? Oh, no, I do not have all these. Alright, let's take one of those. Bonus mastery XP? Sure. Okay, so this, we have that skin. We have that skin. And get that and that. Box of Grandmaster Marks, nice. Urson stuff. I'll just pick one. It's fine, whatever. Okay. Alright, and grab that. And do we have anything worth selling? Oh, I've got unidentified gear. I should deal with that first. Can I just open all of it at once? Yes, I can. Okay, we'll just open all of it at once. Muck, I got a bug for you in my homestead, by the way, involving a chair. What? Do I even want to know? Yo, a whole gold for that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, salvage the blues. Okay. Salvage the greens. And lastly, salvage the rares. And we got the Urson skin. Alright, deposit all of that. Okay. Let's head back over here. The Revenant is alive, not dead. Unlike all of the people he enslaves, that is true. Your soul is mine. Put that in the bank. Don't need that. Oh my, are you serious? You know what? You know what? Just freaking use it. That's ridiculous. Feldspar cores. Do I need something to mount the Warclaw quickly in combat? I think in the patch that just hit, they nerfed that a bit. Because, I think we were not supposed to be mounting it in combat all the time. So that might have just changed, like, 38 minutes ago. Or something, like an hour and 38 minutes ago. Damn, yeah. I think they made it to where you could mount it in combat during, certain, like, metas and stuff, and they accidentally made it to where you could frequently mount it in combat, and I guess that wasn't intended. Let's see. Salvage stack. Can I sell this? No.
This is the only proper course.
The only proper course. Almost a gold in birthday presents from the home instance. Wait, what? Oh, that's for crafting? Oh, okay. Let's see, what else we got? What else we got? Got a bunch of luck and birthday boosters. Beast! Where's the boosters at? Put those away. Alright. Gotta go to work, see you, Jed. See ya, Crimson! Alright, are gonna do Fractal Rush. If I feel like it. I mean, Fractal Rush is just, fractals are more profitable. I already just kind of do fractals whenever I feel like. I'm at the point in the game where I have so many, like, resources. I just kind of, like, World v World Rush or PvP Rush or Fractal Rush or whatever, that doesn't encourage me to go do something. I still just play whatever I feel like playing. Are you going to try Push? Yes, I stupidly tried to queue for Push just a few minutes ago, and it hasn't started yet. And I was like, oh. And then I had to play a game of PvP because I accidentally threw myself in there, and I didn't realize it. There was some pushing, but it wasn't. It was just knockbacks. Yeah. So yeah, I might try it tonight. Gotta set up the giveaway for tonight too. Giveaways every week. Please take a seat. All the oil. All these weird utility items that come from those daily mails really add up. Why don't you run Fractal CMs daily anymore? Like you, anymore? Did you quit Guild Wars 2? I'm literally logged into Guild Wars 2 right now. Fractal CMs. Fractal CMs are kind of a mixed bag. So, try to explain. I really enjoy Nightmare Fractal CM. Shadowed Observatory CM's okay. Sunquaw has a high fail rate for me. And keep in mind, I pug. I don't have like a group that I constantly run with. I pug. Silent Surf, I just don't enjoy Silent Surf. And I tried the CM for Lonely Tower like one time with a pug, and it was atrocious, and I never really went back. So really, it's just like the CMs that I love are the older ones, and all the ones that come out since then, I dislike more and more. I'm like an old fractal man. I'm like, these aren't fractals, me. Get off my lawn. That's not music. It's just, I don't know. I just don't like them as much. Like Silent Surf, Sunquaw, Lonely Tower. I literally okay. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna show you something. Let's see, Fractal. Let's see. I'll give you some achievement points because of your videos that help me out. Oh, thank you, gaming. All right. So these are all the fractal guides I've made. I've literally not done Silent Surf or Lonely Tower since I made the guides on how to do them. I went in, learned how to do it, made a guide, never went back. I didn't enjoy it. I just didn't enjoy it. Silent Surf Challenge mode. I made that and then never went back. Sunqua's CM, it felt like it took near raid levels of, no, it is a challenge mode. It is a challenge mode, but it takes near raid levels of coordination, but among 5 people. So if you pug and any of them aren't doing great, then it will fail. And it's, you typically, because I don't have a static group, it's annoying. If I had a static group that I consistently ran with, and I don't because I don't consistently run them, that's on me. That's not on anybody else. It's just, it's not something I wish to do daily. It's something I wish to do just whenever I feel like it, and I can't just have an on-demand static group. So I just haven't done them in a long time. Sunqual the Dark Phase is hard for me to see. Honestly, I have a harder time seeing in Silent Surf Fractal with that jade mist all over the place. Yeah, Nightmare one I love, Shattered is fine. The ones that came out since then, I made guides and then didn't go back. Raids as well. Raids, like, I love Raid Wing 1, 2, 3, and 4, because those are easy enough that you can pug them. Deimos is one of my favorite fights in the game. It's just the right level of challenge for, it's like, but you could still have a lot of fun and horse around and stuff. But the, like, Wings 5, 6, and 7, if you convince me to go back to those, I would have to watch my own guides on them, because I have not been to those in so long. It's been too long. Most people, I say old CMs, yeah. Is Warrior Spear dead in PvP? I don't know. The patch just hit. I'm not sure. Silent Surf is also hard for me to see, but that one I outright hate. You outright hate? Okay, I want to see if these 2 downloads finished. Okay, they did. Cool. All right. So next is to stitch them together in Resolve. I wonder if I could do that while streaming. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Skip. No, I don't need to update. Okay. So let's do this. We'll turn the music down a little bit. All right. I have not done editing on stream in freaking years, actually. Okay, hold on a second. Which of these is part 1? Whenever you download a clip from Twitch, it gets these really weird file names. I think this is the first one. So I'm just going to drag this over and drop it right there. Don't worry about that. Okay, and that's going to take a minute because that is like a 30-minute long video. I did 3 games of PvP and not seen a single warrior virtuoso. Life is good. Life is good. Honestly, virtuosos are annoying because they're range, but I find virtuosos easier to deal with than normal mesmers. Because they're like, hey, you know that thing that makes mesmers really unique? And I'm like, yeah, they make clones of themselves? They're like, yeah, I don't do that. I'm like, oh, well, then you're less confusing. So it's easier to pin down the real one, I feel like. You know, they can still do phantasms, but they don't do clones, so there's less, like, clutter. Okay. Let's see, so... say hi to Mom. Alright, hello gamers! Alright. Okay, so there... Oh my gosh, the muscle memory. Freaking control backslash, and I remembered that. Okay, so now we go over here... And where's that? Here. And as always, I will fight you. Nope. Again, I'm not saying this is enough. I'm not saying this is too much. I'm not sure. Time will tell. I don't remember how to speed it up. It doesn't surprise me to see these changes. And that's the end of the list. Let's do a refresh, and that is it for now. Okay. It doesn't surprise me to see these changes. Okay. So then we'll just cut off the ending of that, and then we'll put in the second video. All right. Don't know if this is, again, I'm not saying this is enough. I'm not saying this is too much. I'm not sure. Time will tell. Dang it. Hold on. How to speed up video in DaVinci Resolve. How do I speed up viewing a video? Not the video. JKL keys, but it doesn't surprise me to see these changes. Too much. Oh, it's going backwards! I was like, what is happening? I'm summoning a demon. What is happening? It was going backwards. I was like, oh my god. See these changes. Alright, Alright, cut that out. Alright, some late additions to the news that were visible just a few minutes after my game updated after doing the previous patch notes. In Lion's Arch, right here, there is a few new... Okay, there we go. I almost of what I did not know would come out for the news. And as always, any questions, thoughts, concerns, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll find you. Alright, and then And since we're editing it anyway, let's throw in the outro. Where is it? Let's see. Dude, this is what I pay Noxxi for. I haven't done this in so long. Video ending and music. Alright, I think this is it. Let me know in the comments. Oh, it's not doing the zoom out thing. Dynamic zoom. Okay, so there's the zoom out thing. And I think the audio needs to be a bit louder. The news. And as always, any questions, thoughts, concerns, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll find you. Alright, and... Is it too abrupt? I think we usually, like, faded it. I mean, that's fine. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, save. Guild 2, news, 9/10/24. Muck speaking in tongues. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Turns out I'm bilingual after all. Okay, so let's see. Rocket. I've literally, chat, I've not used this program in a year. Yours to news 9/10/24. Browse finished videos, put it there, and add to render queue and save and render. Okay. Now, all right. I was actually wondering if it was gonna lag my computer and I would have to pause it. Because doing that during stream, probably couldn't do that while I had Black Myth Wukong open. But, yeah. Yeah. Muck speaking infernal. You know, you ever think about, you know, people that are bilingual and they might occasionally use the wrong word? Like, they'll be like, trying to say pass the salt, and they'll accidentally speak in, like, the other language that the people at the table don't know, and then they're like, can you pass the salt? And then they say it in this the English or the language that the people at the table know. You ever think about that in a fantasy aspect? Like, you have a tiefling at the table, and they speak, like, common and infernal, and they're, like, reaching for something, and they're like, hey, can you... And they're like, ah! And they're like, oh, sorry, salt. You know, it's just, when the wrong language is just like hell. Could you pass me Foos Roda? Well, then you just blast the table away. Makes me think of the Top Secret movie. Wings 7 isn't too bad, it's enjoyable, but yeah, Wings 5 and 6 are rough. Wings 7? I'll say I love the music on Twin Largos, but Concert Amalgamate, Twin Largos, and, whatchamacallit, Kadim the Peerless, you need to have everybody on the same page of whatever you're doing. Like, there's a lot of essential jobs, and if anybody is not doing them, you will lose. You will lose. Like, you gotta make sure people are, doing all of the tasks. Like, for Conjured Amalgamate, you gotta be standing in the right spot, at the right location, at the right time, and you gotta have people doing the shields and the swords and Twin Largos. Everyone has to know the jumps that you're doing, or if you're doing the portal strat or the non-portal strat and what that strat is. Kidding the Peerless? The tank has to be in the right spot. You have to be on the right platforms when the other platforms disappear. You have to people go out to just kill the ads before they get in. So there's 3 groups of people assigned to ads. There's 1 guy assigned to doing the Deadeye job in the corner. There's the guy that goes into the lamp. There's the off tank. Like, it's a lot more setup than like Veil Guardian. You know, power go that way, Condi go that way. Tank hold him here. You know, so there's nothing wrong with it. Like I've done it before, but as someone who pretty much exclusively pugs, it's a lot more effort to get a pug Kadeem the Peerless working than it is a pug Veil Guardian to work. Mug, are you hanging around for Peach? If so, which region will you be on? I have to go in about 10 minutes, just like I usually do. Got some life stuff to do. But I'll be back for the evening stream, and we will try it then if time allows. We'll try it then. My game is definitely loading more slowly because of the DaVinci Resolve running right now. It's definitely, well, it's like 90% done. It should finish in a minute. I was just considering, like, I don't know if I should fight anything. Let's see. Seitong Meta. Join. I feel like the idea of an Eldrin doing that, speaking Fae, they ask for something and then suddenly run around them is enchanted. Whoops. When evening stream? 5 hours from now. 7 days a week, I do an evening stream, and I haven't missed a day in 6 years. And then every weekday, so Monday through Friday, I do a morning stream. And we are at the end of the morning stream right now. Got here just in time.
Gyros. We'll get nowhere with those shielding him. Aim for them first.
Sadness. If you want to watch more Mukluk, there's a few thousand videos on Mukluk Plays for your binging pleasure. We just finished Black Myth Wukong and the story for Warhammer Space Marine 2. Both fantastic.
This way. We must stop him from charging.
Oh, dang it. Okay, good. I hit the escape button. I was throwing Nature Spirit there, and then I think there's a Blood Scourge over there that pulled all the bodies. So then I was like, trying to cancel cast it.
That should break his shield as well.
A few thousand, not enough. Well, I think there's over 10,000 videos there, actually. That should occupy you for a few years. Time for Satisfactory, then. I tried Satisfactory for a time, and at the time I tried it, I got bored. Because there was, like, there was no risk, right? It was kind of like playing Minecraft, but there was no enemies. But I kind of felt the same way about Dyson Sphere program. And then they added in... AoE res. They added in enemy fleets later on, and then it was like one of my favorite things. I loved it.
Focus on the gyros.
Like, I love Factorio, but if you take out the biters, I get bored. Bug needs more than just efficiency. No, I think it's about striking a balance, right? Like in any build a base game, I like building a base and I like, you know, action. in any Dungeons and Dragons campaign. I think there needs to be a good balance between story and action. If you have only story, people can get bored. If you have only action, it gets old after a while, right? Like, I think the best games are the ones that strike a good balance between that.
Coordinate returning these items to their owners.
You can start in one of the higher regions. Environmental dangers and creatures are a lot more present. Yeah, but the creatures don't attack your machines in Satisfactory. They attack you, but you could just run past them, slap down a mining drill, and then run away, and they leave the mining drill alone, and then it just chugs away, and it does its thing. Did Muk play the PvP beta? It is not live yet. I might contrive Push this evening.
In addition to the old kind of
Muk needs more efficiency, yeah. Dice is your program that said they'll add better space combat stuff. Yeah, it was, there was a point where it was like the enemy was unkillable. It would, but it was really fun defending the planets and stuff, and like setting up the efficiency to like auto defend a planet, like setting up an automatic defense network and stuff was really fun. I enjoyed that. Like, just like, doing the final connections while like explosions are happening overhead, stuff like that was really, really fun. Muk inventory channel point goal win. I just cleaned out my bag. I have 306 slots open right now. That's enough for 2 of your opinions. Are you still in EU? I am, just for a few more minutes. Nice. Which fight is this one? That is the Seitung province meta. My opinions are not worth 150 slots. Or are they less? I'm reminded of when I played, what was it, Pacific Drive, and you could upgrade the car, and it was like when you increase the trunk space, and then it would be like, this is now capable of holding an entire British town, its population, and their opinions. Muk, is there a relevant PvE build for Scepter Revenant? Scepter Revenant? I'll defer to Sidthi in the chat, who says heal quick Herald. I don't play Rev enough to recall. Multiple people saying heal Herald. I think that's your answer. Did they ever make the Scepter beam on the Revenant easier to do? I remember not enjoying the beam. Like, having to target an ally and then like exactly 6 seconds later, not 5, not 8, but like exactly 6 seconds later you had to hit the button again or you lost it. I just remember not caring for that. Factorio Space DLC, it still disappears. Ugh. Ugh. As long as it still has that compensating giant laser beam. Hold on a sec. Where is... I can't find it. This thumbnail is pretty close. I mean, yeah, this is one of them. This is back when it first came out. Like, look, he's like this, and it's going back like 8 feet. Is this a greatsword? Yeah. Scepter's not a DPS weapon. It wants to look like one. I don't want my Revenant to be a healer. I want them to slice my Scepter with my Scepter lightsaber. I mean, you could use a sword and then reskin it with transmutation shards to make it look like a lightsaber. Because Engineer has some actual lightsaber swords from Hollowsmith you could reskin. Why would anyone play DPS when healer builds exist? Hey, look, we need... Look, healers need DPS just like how kings need peasants, right? I should stop. Like, how are you gonna have people to work the fields and worship you if you don't have... if you don't have these, the bottom of the barrel citizens, the dime a dozen? You're onto something, don't stop. Yeah, that's why for every healer there's like 10 DPS. It's there's one's royalty and one's not. Scepters is not a DPS oven. Yeah, it just doesn't pump out the numbers for it. It does some heals and some boons, and that's really where it shines. I see why Mug plays Asura. I have to be careful so people don't step on me. Finish that thought. No, I'm done. I cooked. It's good. It's good. All right, chat. With that, I am out of time. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out here. A few plugs on the way out. If you're new to my channel, name is Mukluk. I stream every single evening and every weekday morning. I'll be back in about 5 hours for the evening stream. I'll be starting off on Guild Wars 2. Maybe try out the new Pish game mode that is going to come out between now and then. If any of you are interested in that, I'll be doing the weekly giveaway that I do every Tuesday this evening as well. Hit the follow button on Twitch, like and subscribe on YouTube if you're new here. Additionally, there's links to my 2 YouTube channels. You should sub to those if you want to see all the videos I make. And a special thank you to my dear patrons. They keep this channel alive, and I could not do this without them. With that, I am going to find someone to raid on the Guild Wars 2 side of things just to show some support to somebody else. Let me see who is live right now. Oh, yo, Guild MM is live. I haven't seen him in ages. This guy is a cool dude who supports my channel often. And he is also one of the richest people in the game. We're talking hundreds of thousands of gold. So if you have any questions on how to make money in the game, he's a pretty good source of information. I will see you guys over there. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll be back tonight.
Will you wait for the Ministry of Security to protect you from the very threats